I'm not muted. You're muted. Wouldn't be a Steelborn stream if I didn't talk and the mic muted at least once. So I've actually got some shit that I've been wanting to review. We can do that while we wait for the verbal combat. It's gonna be a minute. Where is it? You got stuff to do. That's fair. We all got adulting stuff to do. That was weird, but well, I'm probably gonna review some shit while I wait. Yeah, fuck it.
Your body's not supposed on.
We'll watch the verbal combat while we wait.
You bring up the music. You bring up the music, and they start shouting. Okay, go ahead, Rex. Go ahead.
Okay, just because there was unethical methodology on the discovery of the establishment of a thing does not mean that we cannot benefit from the thing itself. And now that we are apart from the unethical methodology of arriving at our goal, that's different.
In order to create one experience, you must experience that experience. You can't learn to swim by reading a fucking book.
Okay, most of our medical advancements were based on things that were unethical practices in the past, right? But you had to break a few eggs to make that omelet, unfortunately. And it doesn't, just because we use unethical practices in that past to do that, doesn't mean that going forward, now that we have better practices, we have to throw out those things because they had unethical bases in the past.
Okay, so
like
let me give you a proposal.
I can do zero drugs and still make progressive rock if I want to.
Teriak, that's like the abortion argument.
Gentlemen, let me put forward the Teriak proposal, okay? That, like, as a responsible drug user, you can get a license in certain areas where you pass a test and say, like, look, I know my shit about this particular, say, mushrooms. This is how you grow mushrooms. Rex, this is how you take care of it, all this kind of shit. And you have to get this license. And then basically when you walk into the chemist, you're just kind of like, yeah, like I'm just
officer, I've just been stabbed by this Pakistani migrant.
Everybody would go mad
you're getting stabbed license, you're going straight to jail for you.
With ADHD apparently and all this kind of shit. But there is like actual like famous mathematician who had a bet, like that's what he would take to actually produce more content in terms of his mathematics. So like scientific breakthroughs and all this kind of stuff, not just in music, but also in the scientific reason.
I don't think Rex could do rock music either.
Let's say, you know what I mean? So when you talk about like,
look, I could see Rex doing something a little more niche. Like I bet you he could probably yodel like a motherfucker. He can yodel like a motherfucker, but he probably can't do rock and roll.
Like we could use the clear example with the PTSD.
The dude could not play rock music. Never gonna happen.
Psilocybin on the effects on that. Trump literally passed an executive order, like encouraging more avenues towards this, the right to try and all this kind of stuff as well. So in terms of like the actual argument of a responsible drug user, it does not seem that you guys have a counter.
But that's medical studies. That's medical studies.
I don't even know what the fuck they're arguing about.
Yeah, using it for PTSD.
Yeah, so you agree, Pseudo? You want to legalize responsible drug use?
No. I'm saying I just don't think legalizing it for recreational use. Okay,
no, I don't see him playing free bird.
Right? Put regulations on them, just like you do
responsible.
You can't. Yeah, but there's no way to regulate that. Okay, you cannot test. You cannot test for psilocybin. It's almost impossible. Drug dogs can't even be trained to sniff for it. They could tell mushrooms, which is like portobellas, the shit you throw in your grill, or no mushrooms. That's it. 90% of the population, if I had to pick a number, like just these kids that are smoking weed, if you just give them a high dose of psychedelics, they can't handle it. You got kids that are winding up in the ER from getting stoned too high on freaking weed because the THC percentage is too high, with suicidal thoughts, and actually there's evidence that it actually leads to suicide, increase in suicide.
Yeah, I'm plenty sure you like have the whole kind of list off here and all this kind of shit. I get that, but in terms of like bringing the kids and all this kind of shit, it's like to say it's impossible to regulate would be farcical, because we have plenty of regulations on plenty of different industries, including alcohol. So the arguments that you're making could literally be used against alcohol.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think
I'm yelling at myself. The issue is that because it's not regulated, people are getting spiked doses. That's why we're having overdose deaths, because people aren't getting the actual dosages. They're getting they're spiked. So they actually have no idea what they're getting until they overdose. So
I actually know 2 people. I mean, I didn't know them.
Don't say they overdose on mushrooms.
I distantly know 2 different people who have died from fentanyl.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know them, but my family members.
I thought she was gonna say mushrooms. I was like,
2
don't say.
separate people
No,
that
no,
were
you don't know
adults
somebody
who
that
died
died
of
from
fentanyl.
overdosing on mushrooms. Not,
One
it's
thing
literally,
thought they
it's
were taking
physically
a pain
impossible
med,
to die from
and
overdosing on
the other
magic
one, I don't know what
mushrooms.
she thought she was doing.
Because
yeah,
the simple
no
fact that
regulation for
magic mushrooms, in order to
Fentanyl,
actually,
yeah.
in order to ingest enough
But notice she's
psilocybin to
bringing up
die from it, you'd
drugs
have to
like
eat
mushrooms
like
because
40 pounds
there's a
of
lot
dried
of
mushroom.
studies that show benefits as far as treating PTSD. You have stage 4 cancer patients, terminally ill, that really freak out at the fact that they know their life is going to end. They take a therapeutic session with somebody in the room that's a guide
honestly know.
to help them through the experience. They take mushrooms and all of a sudden they're okay with it. I get that. I consider that medical research.
Yeah.
We're not talking about fentanyl and heroin. There's
There's
There's a lot of people in the back.
that's drugs.
You do realize like heroin is a lesser form of morphine that like
And you know,
everybody takes if they
coffee
broke
is
their
a
leg. and
drug,
all
Heroin
this kind of
is
shit.
not a lesser form of morphine. Heroin is 50 times stronger than morphine.
And you know, coffee
medical
is a drug,
grade.
right? Coffee is a drug. Should
Yeah.
we outlaw that?
Yeah, it's a stimulant. Nicotine's a drug also. I get it.
So there you go. Where do you want to draw the line? Like, is it just a threshold fucking fallacy now?
Red Fat Hulk. I just read
talking about-
Tyler's name.
Like, here's an interesting question, Pseudo. Like, how do you differentiate between a poison and a drug?
How many people die from opiate overdoses versus nicotine?
Quantity.
It's the dose.
Yeah, so the
A
problem is you have
drug
to
is what I want
understand.
to legalize. A poison is what I don't want to legalize.
But
basically.
everything's a poison. Like,
Oh, thank God, somebody said one.
Time for 1v1.
A 1v1 has been requested. And this one
sugar is
also
super
has
addictive.
a requested forced topic. Like, obviously, if you guys are both not willing to take, or not on opposite sides, or not willing to take the opposite side, we'll find something else. But student loan debt should be federally alleviated.
Did fucking Teriak just light a
The
joint?
government should just forgive
what I just
all
saw?
student loan debt, presumably? Like the government should just forgive all student loan debt, presumably?
That motherfucker's got a
Yeah,
joint.
I think that's basically what. Always warn people when it comes to 1v1s with a forced topic, you might not get it because there's just certain topics nobody wants to take.
I mean, I can make an argument against that. I can take
Dosage
the
makes the
negative
difference
on
on just about everything. Well, in
I
some
don't
ways,
think it
yes.
should
In
be
some ways,
federally
no.
alleviated.
Like,
What are you thinking, Teriak? Want a different
I
one?
can make the argument for it. Let's go, baby. Let's give him a
Alright.
bit of
oh god,
spice.
Terry.
Let's give him a
Okay,
bit of
Terry,
spice.
he's got
Alright.
an argument.
December, was it, Terry? Yeah, I think so.
all right, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Chat. This is how this goes here. Let me make sure there was no added time for this one. Yeah, no added time yet. Anyway, so chat, this right here, okay, this goes to 5 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Yeah, notifications everywhere. Hold up.
I feel
Okay,
like
we got 3 minutes
knowing Teriak,
added.
he could give a strong argument.
Hold up.
I'm gonna pause real quick. Knowing Teriak, I feel like the argument that he can make is that, that's not like uncommon knowledge though, chap. Like to know that fentanyl was it was developed for a slow release patch. That's not surprising. Or it's not even that's not surprising. I'm pretty sure I've heard that before. But no. So I have a feeling I think I know Teriak's argument already. If I had to guess, I could be wrong. Why am I not backstage with Rex? I'm in the green room. I'm not even backstage at all yet. So, look, I'm just saying it'd be really cool if like StreamYard or StreamYard when you were if you were in the green room, like anybody else who's in the green room, you guys could talk to, but it'd be really stressful for like everybody's computers to fucking run all that shit. So I get it, but here's what I think his argument would be, is that because he's a very strong nationalist, and it's like fuck it, all the national jobs that are like really important, we'll pay for those.
So this one's actually starting at 8 minutes. Add on a minute, and if we don't get...
All right.
Shit, I'm asking a lot here. I'm in the firm, so I guess I got to make my case. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, right? Is the duty of the nation not that of education? You know what I'm saying? See where it rhymes? And like I said, in terms of like one of the key things that you cannot allow fall victim to the pitfalls of capitalism is your education system. Because this is what we see in terms of the colleges now. That in terms of the people with degrees that we've seen like come out of college, like they cannot even formulate logical arguments. They always make fallacious arguments, and then even when it's pointed out that they have contradictions, they still just power through. Andrew has done this numerous times on whatever podcast. Plenty of these like empowered women with their college degrees and all this kind of shit. Like the education system is flawed. So the only way for the nation to take back that is to say, well, like the system is inevitably like the state's problem, meaning we have to take back control over this and right the ship, so to speak. Which means you are going to have to take on the debt of that. But on the flip side to it, when you look at what
have a nice night,
especially with the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, it looks like
you get bored,
America's
come on back.
Do that, but wipe out the whole national debt as well. So with that hypothetical in place, would you not agree, ladies and gentlemen, that we should alleviate the student loan debt and just say we own this bitch now?
Hilarious point. My opponent says, look, the education system is flawed. People come out with inadequate education. Women get useless degrees. Oh my gosh. You know what we should just do is just pay off their loans. They can get even more useless education. Hilarious. Did you know that a student loan is probably the first example of financial responsibility a person will have? What my opponent's proposition will set out to do is encourage more people to get useless degrees that they won't even use. And they'll just keep going and going and going, adding to the federal debt, the debt that the taxpayers, ladies and gentlemen, are going to have to pay. It's a hilarious proposition. We should be encouraging more people to be responsible with their education, not get stupid courses on dance theory or musical art.
Okay, Paige, wrap it up. I gave you a minute. You gave me a minute.
Yeah,
okay, right. So in terms of
point.
in terms of owning the system, that means that you would inevitably, as a federal government, would have to take on that liability. That's how business works. So if we all agree that the duty of a nation is for education,
socialism,
like, there's no way like you're going to let your education system become a capitalist system. It has to be socialized, and government have to have control over it. But that does not necessarily mean that we just like continue on the LGBT and all this kind of shit. Course must be righted, the national identity must be returned, the line must rise again, etc., etc. And that's what Trump's basically doing. But education, family, all these backbones, like these like that's what government should be limited to in terms of this government spending. As a nationalist, as a Republican, I dare say, ladies and gentlemen.
You're shifting the goalpost. You're saying, okay, the prompt is whether or not the federal government should alleviate debt. It's not whether or not they should alleviate debt and then take control of what degrees people get. You're shifting the prompt entirely. You're trying to create a new cabinet to make excuses for your shitty proposition.
If the government buys it, they take on the debt.
That's not the prompt. The prompt is whether or not the government should alleviate student loan debt. At the start, we agreed that would mean that they would forgive the loans. That doesn't mean that they now have the authority to determine who goes.
That'd be a tool to use. like that's going to be an inevitable like counter argument. It's the same thing that like, for example, the abortionists, they'll say like, oh, like we'll get rid of abortion if you force men to look after their kids, and like all conservatives like, yeah, that's exactly what
that
we
would
want.
be a different prompt. That would be a different prompt.
Yeah.
The question is not whether or not the government could do that and then also institute a system of power. The question is whether or not the government should alleviate all the debt.
But in order for the government to take back the education and have it like a state-run education based on like proper principles, like teaching them logic, teaching them mathematics, teaching them like core essentials to like for competent citizenry. You know what I mean? Like the state necessarily has to like control that industry. So in terms of like the debt, they would have to take on that debt. In terms of forgiving that debt, that's how you convince these motherfuckers to go back and actually learn a proper education.
Yeah, that's not the prompt. Because if we're going to go down that road, then
They
we're
would
going to
have
have
to
to say
forgive it,
what programs is the government going to allow and not allow? Is it going to allow women to go to school at all in this proposed circumstance?
I'll explain real quick, because the core essence or principle is that like the nation has to be like the bearer of debt for that nation, and as a way to prove that principle, the nation would like effectively wipe out the debt, but they would reset the education system to competency. You learn them like trade skills, for example, learn them mathematics and straight like mathematics as well. Like none of the shit where it's like they start telling like stories and all this kind of shit, like straight up like budgeting, all this kind of shit, because that's another problem with the modern day persons as well. And when you look at the aspect of like as a capitalist, you cannot let for like China or Russia or like Iran start controlling your education. That is a necessity. That is part of it. Like as an efficient government proposed, like I said, in this hypothetical, the nation taking on the debt of the students would be.
So you want communism? You want communism where everybody is assigned an area of skill to get into?
No, I'm talking about one sector, a key area that like you would be a fool not to socialize. Because why would you want
that's not how
global
socialism
capitalists?
works. Yeah, demonstrate to me that selective socialism works. Where has it worked before?
Yeah, or republicanism is another term you could use.
We already have republicanism, and it doesn't work in the way that you're proposing.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. In terms of the education, it has to come from like the one state. They have to step forward like the one standard across the board.
Again, that's not the prompt.
If you have control, like that means like if you take control of my bank account and it turns out my bank account has like
hey, what's up, Eli?
Like in debt, like you've just taken on that debt. If you are taking on control,
so the government
in terms of like the philosophical
is this the page lady that you've been talking about?
It would stand to merit that would be a position to actually convince people to, because that like you look at like the way the Democrats are trying to use that at the moment, try and gain power. If the Republicans would say this is the principle we're going with, and this is on the table, yes, you could make the argument that you're effectively buying people out, but you would give you affirmative control to actually make the changes in education that you need.
So the government already does that. The government does forgive loans in certain circumstances, for instance, like financial need, right? Yeah. And they don't. So then the prompt is should the government do a different degree.
Alleviate the student loan debt, right? You can put the
prompt
back on the screen, Paige. I'm playing the game fairly here. Should they alleviate it? And in that scenario, they should do it.
What's wrong? Can't you look at the original?
Hey, what's up, Palmer?
If you got that in terms of
waiting to get into this show here,
putting in the federal system of this is the mandatory schedule you have to do, or the teaching thing that you have to do.
What the fuck am I hearing?
Then in terms of like the forgiving the loan debt, that would actually work.
That's not the proposal. There's no like logical segue from student loan debt should be federally alleviated
Paige, you're 400 grand in the hole. You're 400 grand in the hole, and there's no way if you paying that off. And then along comes a little leprechaun, and he says, "I can pay that loan off if you vote Republican."
Leprechauns are fictional characters.
Don't matter if it's fictional or not, Paige. If there's this is what I'm saying, the big picture. Let me explain the big picture.
It's not even going to happen in a hypothetical.
Yeah. If hypothetically as well, like this whole thing with the Bitcoin strategic reserve can wipe out the federal national debt, paying off the student loan debt would be
obfuscation.
Like matches. It would be easy. It'd just be like, yeah, throw on an extra 10 trillion. We don't give a fuck. We're already like that wealthy. We'll take all that shit on.
Convince me. Your job is to convince me and the chat that
the
not student loan debt should be
I don't need to convince you, Paige. I don't need to convince you.
Okay,
like you already want this education reform. You're already Paige. You're already on board with this new education system, right? As a Republican, you're already on board with this new education system.
How is that?
I need to convince a bunch of these socialists that I'll wipe out your national debt
I'm not on
because I'm
board
already
with
going to wipe
this.
out the debt anyways. You know what I mean? So in this new
No,
system,
I don't know what you
I
mean.
basically buy these motherfuckers off that got these
Oh my
lunacy
gosh.
degrees and all this kind of shit.
No. Okay, so let's go, but now trying to contend with some
Unethical,
actual points.
yes, but should it be done?
Let's contend
Also,
with some.
yes.
Let's contend with some actual points that are relevant to this, right? If I alleviate somebody's student loans, does that not encourage them to go get more useless degrees? Yes or no?
Oh no. Part of the new system would be like no one would be able to incur an X amount of debt.
So
You'd
now
have
you're
to
adding
enforce that.
another qualifier.
What you mean? There's certain key areas. Like, do you want your military? Do you want Lockheed Martin selling the latest military tech and weaponry to China and Russia? No, that's another area that must
Not
be
through
socialized and
communism.
must be
Eli, so I'm actually
republicanized.
trying to
Not through communism or socialism. I
trying to
don't.
get a-
Communism and socialism.
a
No.
NOR prep
loser
set up.
systems. They failed.
Yeah.
There's not a
I just think
single
it'd be
Yeah,
funny.
because there's no
successful
limiting
communist
principle.
or
I kind of want to do a
socialist
NOR
society.
prep.
There's no limiting principle to socialism. There's no limiting
I
principle.
just sent I
to
sent easy
communism.
the
But there is a
two
limiting
prompts that I was
principle to
interested in.
republicanism.
See if you'll take them.
The nation.
Demonstrate how republicanism has been successful and how
There's certain key areas.
how alleviating
There's
the
certain key
debt
areas that
is
must be
that.
socialized.
Okay, last
I'll
time
tell you
I
what,
checked,
last
time
education.
I checked,
Big
Like,
infrastructure.
since nobody
You
else
can't have
really
China
watched this
buying all
stuff,
this
do you wanna hear
farmland
the-
and
do you
having
wanna hear the
control over
prompts?
your food. Because then America's going to have a famine.
okay, so this is again more communist talk.
Do you want to hear the prompts, Eli? Do you want to hear the prompts that I sent easy as my two prompts? All right, so one prompt is kind of a joke prompt because I'm thinking like it'd be really funny to have like a really joking prompt for me and Rob to debate for like 2 hours. So the first prompt is Lord Farquaad was actually the hero of the movie Shrek, and that Shrek was actually the bad guy. And second prompt, libertarianism is incompatible with Christianity. Dude, I can make actually a really compelling argument that Lord Farquaad was the good guy. I really want to do the Shrek one. I'm not going to lie. Like, I really think that'd be a fun one to do. That, or I was thinking to do like something where I like, because like the way the NOR preps are set up is like, Rod has to defend the opposite. So like Rob always has to he has to take the opposite position and make it a positive claim. Oh, how is Lord Farquaad the good guy? So hear me out, right? So Lord Farquaad is the leader of a civilization, and he's got a problem. All of these fucking fairy tale creatures, they're ruining his perfect world. Now, the movie decides to paint him as basically this like evil dictator who like, you know, basically is like a eugenicist or something like that. But that's not actually what happens. What did he do with these fairy tale creatures? He relocated them at his expense to somewhere out in the woods, right? Now that you could say is kind of a dick move, but he could have just killed them. That's number one. Number two, Duloc, as we know from within the series, is actually the most pristine city in the entire universe of Shrek. Far, Far Away is in ruins, or is not in ruins, but it's super chaotic and has a bunch of crime. It's basically like It's basically like LA. Whereas Duloc is like fucking pristine, like 1900s Paris. And this is post him getting rid of all these delinquents, and we know that these fairy tale creatures are delinquents. Yeah, Duloc is a perfect place, exactly, Eli. So how do we know, though, that these people were causing problems? And that's why he got rid of them? Well, what's the first thing they did when they were fucking dropped off at Shrek's place? They broke into his house. They started stealing his shit. They kicked him out of They started squatting in his house. Right? So you got that on its own. They're squatting in the man's house. Now, so all that Farquaad was essentially trying to do was just clean up his city. And get rid of the illegal immigrants. Yeah, he was just trying to get rid of the illegal immigrants, bro. He was just basically trying to Bukele them. Like, fucking get him out of here. Lock him up. Dude, wouldn't it be funny though? Now here's the thing. Everybody's like, well, Shrek's over there fighting for individual freedom, right? For individual liberty. Except, and then the two main themes for the movie Shrek are: don't judge a book by its cover, right? Because ogres have layers. Well, here's the problem with that. Where the fuck are the layers? Because Shrek's character displays all of the assumptions people make about him. He hates people. Super antisocial. He actually is a legitimate fear for the townsfolk. He kills and eats them. How do we know this? Well, there's a jar of human eyeballs on his fucking table. Right? Shrek's a fucking monster. He's literally a dick to everyone around him unless it benefits him. Like, he's a dick to Donkey the entire movie, except for once when he literally gives, like, the YouTube apology. He was like, look, guys, I'm sorry, okay? I said some stuff I shouldn't have said. Just to get information out of him. Right? Shrek was a fucking dick. What's going on here?
Motherfuckers off to completely redefine the new education system.
Buy him with what?
Fuck, damn.
They're dead.
I would have gone with something different.
And that is one scenario where
good for
it's logical. Say, yeah, like we'll forgive the student loan.
Fucking 22 to 70.
I would have gone with the government forgives the student loan debt, but just like an insurance company, if somebody has a house fire, they go after, say, a manufacturer of a faulty product to recoup their money. So go after these universities that are putting out these shit degrees and they're not standing behind them and they're making all this money. They have these endowments and they don't really care about the success rate of the percentage of graduates that actually get a job in their field. That's where I was going to go. It's still a hard position to take, but
well, I think the useless degrees that we kind of like laugh at is like, you know, the gender, whatever women's basket underwater, whatever basket weaving shit. Like they've actually been very effective in making those useless degrees into positions where they aren't needed, like diversity officers that get instilled in schools or creating these diversity programs.
Damn,
so
Teriak lost that with 23% of the vote. That's bad.
Actually creating a very high threshold. Or like for
all right, so that is 1 second, boys. 1 second. That is 2 minutes locked in on the poll there. 57 votes got in. I mean, that means there's quite a bit of furry lovers out there. Just saying.
That is in fact the entailment there.
Damn.
57 votes locked in, and 77% said the winner of the 1v1 is
Hop on VK.
APG.
You got this for fucking Monkey Boy, bro. I'm not even worried.
Everyone in the chat where they can find you and why they got to bring
but you're gonna be
you
in the back for
another shot at the $600 prize.
I just like to say none of you motherfuckers would have went for that, okay? At least I put on a show. You know what I'm saying? Also, like I said, it's 2020 election. That shit's rigged. I would demand a recount. Also, you can find me over the rainbow, of course. And yeah, bring me back for a bit more crack.
Let's legalize it.
More crack. Let's fucking go. Always a pleasure having you. And if they bring you back, you know you're more than welcome. And until then, my friend.
Your soul is mine.
Fatality.
You haven't bet on VK in a while, Eli.
Another soul added to the safe of souls. And that's
up to you, honestly. Do what you want.
On Verbal Combat Friday, baby. And now, before we can bring up another fighter, we actually have someone paid for one of the fighters to directly fight a panelist for their spot on the panel. So let's get to that.
Time for 1v1.
Yeah,
Paige.
God, I fucking knew that was gonna happen.
Listen, I just realized when the pot gets high, the OGs come out to play. It looks like because the back with 5 full and Paige out here in the forerunning.
Dude, that was the whole original thing, Avarice, when like Teriak and all them started the rolling over thing.
That sucks.
They said if we keep getting it up to 1,000, that's gonna bring more of the big players over to try and win that pot, you know. And it's up to 600 right now, so
it's proven.
And we have a.
This is gonna be fun. I've actually haven't contended with Mrs. Page before.
Well, normally
I don't know how you guys are gonna take this topic.
No, it's at 600.
I know how I'm gonna take it.
Avarice will take anything. So this one,
including a penis.
Separate bathrooms should be mandated by all states.
Yes.
No.
Oh God.
No.
Avarice would literally just argue any
Unisex
position.
bathrooms.
I had a feeling Avarice would take it.
Okay.
Shit. All right. So chat. Wait, let me make sure if there was any added time for this one here. No, not at this moment anyways. Not yet. But we know how that goes. All right. So chat. Going to 5 minutes to start. All right. If you guys want to add on time, it is $10 to add a minute. It is $60 to solo judge. And if we don't get a solo judge, it goes to the chat poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you. Let's get it.
All right,
Hey Paige, is the state responsible for your family?
Is the state responsible for your family? In part, unfortunately.
Okay, well, what part are they responsible for?
Simple. So, unfortunately, most people do go to public schools. Most people
so wait, those are like the state's responsible for your kid to go to his public school. Like you can't just take your kid to go to private school.
The state's responsible for humans in many circumstances, including public schools.
Well, I get that we give them. Listen, we're giving them the responsibility there, but are they actually responsible for them?
So
like
the
overall,
state is responsible for certain facilities, yes, and a lot.
I get that they're responsible for the facility, but those facilities, those people are given to them. So let's just continue here, right? They're not really that responsible.
In prison, in a traffic.
You break the law. You break the law. You break the law. Those are all choices. All choices. All choices.
You go to court for my job.
Again, a choice. You choose that job. These are all choices. So hold on. So the state doesn't choose your job. Wait, hold on. I got a question. Did the state require you to get your job?
Did the state require me to get my job?
Yeah, the one that you have.
Survive. I need to.
Yeah, but most things need to do stuff. That comes down to a lot of archaic. Like we can bring this all the way down to archaic and exchange. Like you need to do a job to get goods, to do other goods.
So
but let's continue. Let's get to. Hold on. Let's move to
grid.
I lived off the grid. I was Alaskan. You know this.
Would you consider yourself to be an exceptional man? A man that's more capable of
absolutely not. I actually consider.
Not serve in the
military.
Hey,
what's up, Miss? What's up, Mr. President?
Okay,
a lot of people
did.
Father? What's that?
Are you also a father?
That doesn't make me exceptional.
Are you also a business?
The fuck does that sound? Oh fuck.
All of those things make you an exceptional human.
None of those things make me exceptional. All the
societal ones.
None of those things make me exceptional. Let's continue. The state isn't responsible.
Again,
the state isn't responsible for these things. The state's not responsible for the bathrooms. Now let's get to the real crux of this argument here, right? Is that separating the bathrooms requires more money. I can literally just put one building with one bathroom.
To make them unisex would require more money, actually.
Again, we can take those bathrooms. No, now, I don't have to do that on either side. Again, I just take those sides and I just say pick a side. I just say pick a side and go to it right now with the old ones. It doesn't matter what one they are. There's no gender.
Bro, oh my god, I fucking made one joke to fucking.
I just want to remove the gender
from his name, and he's like spurting out the
toilet all the time. I paint a toilet all the time at my house. There's no urinal at my house.
He's like literally spurting the fuck out Easy's chat.
Wait, hold on. Do you think in my house I have a stand-up
for this prompt,
urinal?
Right? Separate bathrooms should be mandated should be mandated by all states. He's like, what the fuck is this prompt? And so I was like, where was it? I was like, dude, the whole point of the show is to get people to think on their feet and debate stupid shit. And he's like, yeah, I get that, and right. And so I just started fucking with him, and I was like, nuh-uh. Just what the fuck I say? I was like, nuh-uh, you think it's super serious? And he's like, I don't know. Or he's like, I'm not sure what that means. And then he tagged me again. I can argue plenty of things I don't believe in.
I meant nuclear. Sorry, I meant nuclear. I roll back. I meant nuclear.
Okay,
I was thinking about your. Yeah, I got it. I'll disregard I meant nuclear, but to the nuclear family, right? So that it requires, like, if you want to use a public bathroom, you should probably get a male figure to help protect you.
What happens if you don't have one?
You should find one.
But currently, women don't need a male figure to protect them when they go into the women's washroom.
I know. That's the sad part, is that women are too protected.
Okay, so what money are we exactly saving by changing them both into unisex bathrooms?
Yeah, I got that. So we don't have to do the maintenance of worrying, like, any kind of security about what side's who or where it's going where.
Well, now we need more security because women might get assaulted in the unisex bathroom.
No, now we're gonna put up a use at your own risk sign.
You're gonna discourage people. You're gonna encourage urinary tract infections and people pissing in public because they're afraid to use the washroom.
Again, if you had a male role model that keeps you safe, then you can use them. Then you won't have to worry about.
Like I said, that's not a truth for most people. Most people do not have that option.
Again, it's and you're going with this whole idea of, like, we are already doing this whole, like, we have to change all the things. What I'm trying to say here is, because we're still creating new bathrooms and we're still creating new malls and new things. All of those things will now be limited to one single bathroom. So the new way we do it, so all the new buildings that we build, they'll all be single bathrooms now, right? All the office buildings, single bathrooms, right? The new stuff. Hold on. No, that would cost less because we're only using one per facility, right? Now on top, because I don't have to make two separate ones. Now on top of it, the old stuff, right?
So that is a separate bathroom.
What do you mean? It's a single bathroom.
A single bathroom is a separate bathroom. It prevents, typically based on size, more than one person using it.
No, an office bathroom.
Yeah, a single use bathroom is a separate bathroom.
No, not a single use bathroom. It's one. You know what I'm saying? A massive bathroom like the ones in the stadiums. There's just multiple bathrooms.
One has one massive bathroom and limit one person to that bathroom.
No, we're not. There'll be stalls in there.
Okay, so that means multiple people can use it, right? So we're back to square one now. We're back to the issue that, like, women are going to be assaulted, and for what reason?
No, but what I'm trying to say,
hold on. Make toilet room instead of dividers.
What I'm trying to say is the new buildings, right, won't require us to build a his and her side now. We can just have a single side, right? Just one single bathroom unit that's omnisexual or all sexes.
Omnisexual?
I don't even know. I don't know. All sexes.
Omnisexual isn't a word.
I know, right? All sexes. I just made that up. Okay. All sexes.
So let's do a quick tally now. So the benefit is for new buildings, we don't have to build these separate bathrooms, right? With the change tables and the ladies and who knows what happens.
There will be a changing table in this one too.
So we're gonna have to spend money on that, right?
Well, we already spend money on the changing table, so the changing table will just be in the single bathroom.
Now you're confusing me. So we've got the existing bathrooms, right? The male bathrooms.
No. Okay, you keep going back to the old way, right? The old bathrooms. I get that. The old bathrooms, right? They can stay as they are for now. We'll just change it to anyone can go on either side, right? Moving forward. Hold on. Moving forward.
Have to change tables.
In the old stuff, we'll just maintain those. The women are just going
to use the one bathroom, and they're all going to congregate there.
Well, most of the women will congregate on one side. Yeah, but that's the old way. The old stuff will just kind of fade out, right? Because when the new buildings, when we do refurbishings, this one will blow out the wall and those things.
Separate bathrooms are going to
but in the newer buildings, and this is what we're talking about, the new buildings, the stuff that we're building now, we don't have to focus on spending all the money on separating the bathrooms. We can only need to have one.
Okay. So the old bathrooms are a clusterfuck, and we don't know how to fix them. But we're
we do know. No. We know how to fix them. Those are good. Those are going to be fixed in a phased out process.
Bullshitting with people.
A phase out process.
So we're just gonna
one of the chicks in his chat was like,
We're just gonna hope
bathroom
everything
stalls
plays
should
out,
go
and then
from
we'll
ceiling
we're
to
not gonna hope.
floor,
It
no
will work.
exceptions. And I was like, but if it goes from the ceiling to the floor,
It's not
then
speculative. Listen,
you know,
how is it speculative?
or
There
I
will
was
be
like,
no
or I was like,
more
yeah.
or no-
But if stalls
there
go
will
from
be
ceiling
no
to the floor,
more or
I can't
less,
pass snacks to my bathroom buddy.
Issues at a public bathroom than there was today because I could still go into a rest stop and go into the women's side and it disobey the sign.
So it's just gonna be for the lulz?
No, I'm saying that then we don't have to make any. There's no worrying here, right? There's no like side indifferential here. Like you can just pick a side, go to the bathroom. If you're tired on the road, you don't have to worry if it's man or woman. You go in, take a piss, get the fuck out. Right? That's
So
the
a bunch
whole
of women are gonna be
idea.
afraid to use the washrooms now. Okay, awesome.
Again, I'm not saying that the women. You keep saying the women are going to be afraid to use the washrooms, but again, it's going to be no different than it is now. And with the new bathrooms, right? The new bathrooms will save money on a whole state level wise because all the buildings will not be required to have so many more bathroom units.
How much money would they exactly save by just simply having one bathroom as opposed to two separate bathrooms with like, I don't know,
A lot more money. A lot more money. If you look at the amount, less plumbing, less space.
Have to have more to compensate.
No,
for the
you
size
don't
of the
have to have
facility.
more. You don't have to have more. You can do 1.5.
1 point. Where did you come up with that number?
Yeah, listen, because
you
not all
take it out of your
bathroom.
ass?
No, not all bathroom stalls are always full all the time.
Okay, well, how would that even work in terms of a building inspector or the actual developer going and surmise? Like, how did you figure that number out?
Well, I'm just saying that you wouldn't need that much more. You could actually keep it at the same size as the original one.
So we
no, it's not a hot mess. You're making it a hot
system
mess.
that we know exactly how many bathrooms we need per gender.
No, we
right?
don't. Again, we don't have a system that says
We
how
do.
many
It's
bathrooms
been
we
working
need per
for
gender.
years. It's
Okay,
been
so
working since the 20s.
okay, so what's the system we use to tell me how many stalls per bathroom in this mall?
Okay, typically the building code will allot that, right? And then they'll have
again.
the actual
So then we
developer-
take those building code that allots the same amount of stalls and we
wanna
just put it
change
in
the
one
building
section.
code?
No,
You want to change the building code?
no. I want the same amount of stalls that we can have in that building with the same code. We just put it in one section instead of separating them.
Now, what about in prisons?
What do you mean? What about in prisons?
What about in like dual gender prisons?
There's no dual gender prisons.
That doesn't exist.
There's none.
Not that I'm aware of.
Not in the United States.
Okay. Maybe
Is there?
That's not I thought that there was.
I not that I'm aware of. Where my states don't have dual gender prisons, so I don't know the ones I'm from. So I don't know if there is. If there is,
I'm not gonna lie.
more than happy to say.
I don't know what the deal is with
dual
like.
prisons.
Okay, why does Avarice look like he's my
Okay,
age, but he's like
so,
fucking
yeah,
almost
there's
50 or
dual-
some
but
shit?
again, have you been to the bathroom in one of those? I have. Have you?
No.
Okay,
No.
well they watch you. They watch you in those. Just so you're clear, when you go to the bathroom at a facility where I was for a month because suicidal after the military, they literally watch you while you're in that bathroom.
Sorry about that. That's awful.
So, is there a problem with somebody watching you too? Because I mean, nothing will change then. They watch you there. I went pee right next to a girl there.
Is there enough like orderlies in order to watch people?
Well, that's orderlies put them in one by one by one, right? They go, you go in and you line up. The girl went in the stall, then left, and then I went in the same stall, left. You go in the line. I'm sorry you have to wait an extra 5 minutes, but that's what happens when you make your way into an insane asylum.
So we still haven't solved the problem with respect to men being stronger than women and able to overpower them, and the fact that men are generally the perpetrators of SA, right? So how do we solve that?
Again, you're just going to a whole nother argument. SA happens wherever you go, right? I just want to save. What I want to do is I want to save money on just removing one bathroom altogether and just saying that you can just use one single bathroom amount. Like let's just say the male stalls or the female stalls, and that's just gender neutral, and that we can just remove the other bathrooms and save that cost.
Sounds like you're advocating
Fucking
for
chocolate was putting
gender
up a fight.
and androgynousness.
No,
and
I care less about the gender. I care less about the gender.
That's okay. It's saying you don't.
I care less about the gender, and I want to save more about the cost.
All right, so we have a PayPal that came in for a solo judge.
Ooh, exciting.
And here it is. AVG wins. Ava Rice loses. Loses. I like how they didn't write loses. They wrote loses. So, Avarice, tell everybody in the chat where we find you. I don't reveal the PayPals unless they want to reveal themselves in the chat. It's just how it goes. But Avarice, tell everybody where we find you.
I don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit in the back. So I'll see you guys soon. Rob Noor Show. Normal America.
Rob Noor.
I'll see you soon.
Well, we'll see you soon then, Avarice.
Yeah.
And until then, my friend.
Your soul is mine.
Another soul added to the safe of souls. And that's how it goes on Verbal Combat Friday, baby.
It's almost like he wasn't even here.
In and bye-bye. No, he didn't even get in. That's true. He didn't even get
drive by. He didn't drive by debate.
All right, let me see here. Let me make sure. Do we? I think
we're missing one.
Who? What?
Dogs?
Wasn't it OG?
No, not dogs.
He's
right
got
there.
to change name.
I'm here.
Or re-examination.
Yeah, re-examination.
Re-examination. Did he leave or?
No, just leave him out. Leave him out.
Yeah, he's not in the back. He left.
Well, he's really good.
Quitter.
Yeah.
Probably didn't want to sit in the back and wait.
But he was up already, so he just like.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Quitter.
Maybe he's coming back. I don't know. Maybe he had an internet issue. But anyways,
like you said, he had a Mennonite issue.
Uh,
The Mennonites just rolled up.
okay, so we don't have another one lined up right yet. Okay, so
yeah, we do.
Well, I wasn't sent it. Or you're doing it right now. Is that why
No, I did it at 9:13.
Well, I wasn't sent it, so
maybe she's not. Maybe she
Not
needs
paying
another
attention.
spanking. Other spanking speak.
Alicia just said she doesn't have it.
I'm gonna resend it to her.
She.
didn't realize my.
Well, we were talking about a couple of things, so maybe she overlooked it. It's possible. I'll give her that.
It is very convenient that.
Tyler, you have to stop talking. People keep leaving the panel every time you speak.
How about you suck my left nut?
Damn.
Sounds exciting.
Whoa!
I have mommy issues. What can I say?
Oh gosh.
Who did that?
Oh shit.
Okay, that's but I don't get the second part. Why? I don't get the second part. I'll ask her after.
Jungle, do you think maybe that's my tactic? Is just be fucking annoying, so people just leave and then I just win by default?
Might be.
I think you're trying to get debates that way.
But we got another 1v1 now. We got another 1v1 here.
I don't know where you're gonna get in here, boys. Let's see.
Time for 1v1.
Yep.
Oh
I
no.
knew it.
I no, it's not this. I fucked up.
Oh.
I double clicked jungle, and then I gotta bring someone's being brought back from the grave.
Ooh. Exciting.
I don't think so.
I'm back, baby.
Who brought Teriak back? Let's
from
fucking
the
go.
grave. Coming to take a second shot.
Hell yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's
And we
go.
got a new forced topic on you guys. It's another interesting one. Climate change is caused by human activity, not natural activity.
Yeah, I can't. I done it the last time, guys. I get this fair shake. This one, nah, I can't. I can't make the argument.
Really? I'll make the case for it being oh, I wish the phrasing was different, like generally caused by, because it can be both, like it's like ice ages occur naturally, but you know. Also, humans don't help it.
Yeah, I don't know if Teriyaki, you want a different one or?
Yeah, we can go to try out a different one because, like I said, I can't make the argument for.
Okay. So, Jungle, let me know if you want a different topic or if you just want me to get one. I'm looking for one too while he's deciding. Okay. That's another interesting one. Minimum wage should be doubled its current rate.
Disagree.
I disagree.
All right, yeah, you both are gonna disagree on that.
What do you think I did, Avarice?
Let me see here.
I haven't even done. What do you think I did? I haven't done anything.
Is there something else you want, Jungle, or you want me to figure one out for you?
Like, hold on. I need some context here. PayPal your kill shot? No, I didn't fucking do it. Dude, I'm not fucking paying for that shit. I don't even pay that much to revive myself. Why would I pay to fucking kill you? I have no idea who did that.
Went so silent. Dead air. Oh
Dead
no.
air.
I mean, we could think of one, but
I am. Wait, am I?
he wants a specific
We should
prompt.
on. This is my microphone has no signal.
I'm just waiting. Okay. That's
How about now?
another interesting one.
You guys hear me?
You know what you should do right now, Jungle? Put another one too, just in case they don't want this one either.
Can you hear me now, Abe?
That's what you should do. Universal health care is a net benefit for a more healthy society.
I guess I can make the case for either. I can do it.
Ladies first.
I can make the case for either. I can do it. I'll take the negative on this.
Test.
I'll take the.
I think I can make the argument. Let's go, baby.
Test.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I can hear myself. We're good. We got sound. Now.
You're muted, by the way, Easy.
But no, Avarice, I did not pay for your kill shot.
You're muted, Easy.
I don't even know how I did that. I wasn't even fucking touching the fucking... Anyways. Chat, this is going to 5 minutes to start, okay? If you want to add on a minute, it is $10 to add a minute. If you want to be the solo judge, it is $60 to be the solo judge. And if we don't get a solo judge, it goes to the chat poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you. Let's get it.
So, in terms of the universal healthcare, we're not saying that like this whole like trans surgeries, all this kind of shit, like that's all cosmetic, all this kind of shit. Like what we're saying is just a bare bones minimum in terms of like if you like broke your leg in the middle of the street, there's an ambulance there, good quality, fast response times. You know what I'm saying? I think that's clearly a net benefit. You know, a more healthy society. You know. Free advice in terms of like diets, like carnivore and all this kind of stuff, you know.
Okay, I can go. Yeah, so universal healthcare is present in my own country. Does it work? Absolutely not. People often wait years for surgeries on the dreaded C word. People wait hours just to get into an emergency room for crippling pain. In the United States, it has not fared any better. There's been a huge problem with Obamacare, or also known as the Affordable Care Act. There's been actual issues with coverage expiration. It has overall increased out-of-pocket costs for most Americans, and it actually has had some kind of like issues where people don't have coverage for a specific timeline. So has it worked well in Canada? No. Has it worked well on its limited basis in the United States? Also no. Show me a system which has worked in this way for another society.
Yeah, so we're talking about the concept of universal healthcare here. We're not talking about a particular system. You know what I mean, but I do appreciate the gumption to try and like force us into like Obamacare and all these bad policies. I understand that, but in terms of the concept of universal healthcare, like it would be a net benefit if, like, given emergency situations, that everyone on the island or everyone in the nation would have some sort of like instant level of care in terms of like their health, especially if, like, let's say they broke a leg or like there was a car incident, all this kind of stuff. That's a net benefit to the society.
But it doesn't work like that. Like I'm telling you right now, where it has been practiced, it doesn't equate to when you need a surgery, you get it. In fact, my own grandmother had debilitating cataracts in her eyes at the age of 80, where if she wouldn't have got them operated on in months, she would have effectively gone blind. And she was forced to incur $10,000 out of pocket just to get that surgery. This is not just a reality or an anecdotal for my grandmother. This is a reality for many Canadians. We're forced to, even where universal healthcare is present, still seek out the expensive privatized healthcare that they need in order to save their lives and their vision in some cases.
Yeah, so like where are you drawing the line in terms of healthcare?
So when I think of universal healthcare, like maybe if we can agree on a definition, I'm thinking about just having government access with some exceptions, i.e. you pointed out cosmetic exceptions. I agree with that. That's not currently acceptable in most universal healthcare systems, right? But just in terms of accessing things like an emergency room, getting an annual checkup, right? Having an operation if it's deemed medically necessary. These are all things that are involved in the universal healthcare system that we see today, including that in Canada.
Yeah, but in terms of like emergency situations, is that not a fair limiting principle?
So in emergency situations, if we're talking about like if you absolutely need to have, for instance, like reconstructive surgery on your arm because it's burnt terribly in an accident, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, but like well, like you could even like draw the line more severe, at least in terms of like it's a the life or death situation.
It's a life or death situation. So in the case of a life or death situation, that's not the only circumstance that universal healthcare comes into play. So if anything is deemed anything less than a life or death,
you would still agree with the concept of universal healthcare around that principle of it's literally life or death for the person.
But that is the case, and they put it off to the last moment in Canada. So because the problem with universal healthcare is universal healthcare creates a system where doctors get paid less, right? Because they're not in private practice. It creates a system where the entirety of the healthcare system is funded by the government. That means that there can only be a set amount of nurses, a set amount of doctors, a set amount of specialists. Typically, the most specialists, nurses, and doctors are focused in these centralized areas, so the big cities.
No, there would still be, like we pointed out with the cosmetic, there'd still be.
I wonder what you guys can hear. This is
like,
weird.
Be private, sorry, it's private sector in terms of like that, like because from doing like those cosmetic surgeries, they get better at like surgery, like finding new things, all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? There'd still be like a private sector, but in terms of like responsibility of a government, again, duty to protect and like care for its actual citizens, to have some sort of like base level or government standard to which the private can actually compare itself to.
Okay, but the problem with that is not everybody can afford privatized healthcare. So if you run into a system like my grandmother did, right, where she needs the cataracts fixed tomorrow, then you have to undergo that cost. She had the money. My grandmother has more money than the average individual, right?
Yeah, and you agree in terms of like being able to like that potentially in terms of certain situations should be a case made for the government to incur that cost rather than the citizen.
But it's not logically done because, like I said, there's a set amount of money that the government has for the healthcare system. That's in a perfect society. That's not how universal healthcare plays out. I'm telling you right now, the fact that it is universalized and funded by the government means that less people get care, more people wait for care, and the amount of people that are stuck having to pay out-of-pocket costs.
The fuck is this sound that I keep hearing? Like what the
It's
fuck
like
is
he's
this
saying,
shit?
It's like the Austin Powers scene where it's like he's got the gun on Dr. Evil and he's like, "We're not so different, you and I." You know what I mean? Because like you agree with the principle of like some sort of like universal healthcare standard that the government.
Oh, you know that it was me, Avarice? Huh? Is that what it is? You know that it was me? Huh? Can you demonstrate that? Because I'm fucking poor. I'm too poor for that shit.
It works horribly. It forces good doctors to leave because they don't get paid enough. It means that work hours exponentially increase for nurses because there's limited staffing, right? It means that generally speaking, more people wait for life-changing surgeries because if you're not going
just
to
real quick,
die from
Paige,
a
like,
tumor
do you
tomorrow,
agree
you
or
have to wait.
disagree with a hybrid system of like both private and public, or do you just want all private?
It doesn't work any kind. So the United States had a hybrid system, right, with Obamacare, where there was certain people that were eligible for Obamacare. That's my understanding, and it did not work. It's a shitty program. That's why, like, Trump is trying to get
I'm
rid
just
of it.
asking you straight up in terms of like do you think like a fully private system is better than some sort of mixed system?
Yes, I think a fully privatized system would be better than a mixed system. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you would still be incurring the same cost with your grandmother and the cataracts.
No, so here's what would happen. More people would go out and get their own insurance plan, right, to cover that privatized healthcare. And we would also have employers be more incentivized to do that because then they would actually have that appeal, right, to recruit better talent. Currently, how it is, like in Canada, for instance, is employers just rely on the universal healthcare system.
That was the biggest just scapegoat, like saying nothing but kind of like saying, yeah, I kind of agree with you, yeah, like there should be some sort of like universal basic standard. You know what I mean? Because like what you're saying is that like we're just gonna throw it to the individual insurance companies themselves, and then like the state has no say in terms of like the cases you're being made. So
I don't think that
you're
the
still
state
back.
should have a say in healthcare. The
You're still
state-sponsored
back.
healthcare sucks.
Yeah, but like you're still back to the same scenario. Like the
How am I
problem's not
back to
being
the
resolved.
same scenario?
Like who's incurring the debt?
Who's incurring the debt? In this case, there's lowered taxes because people aren't funding healthcare through taxes. They can perhaps use that money to get better
No,
insurance.
I'm saying
get
in
better
that specific
healthcare.
scenario. Like
Sorry?
the fact that they're all private versus like some sort of like government influence in terms of like who gets covered and who doesn't get covered, in terms of the standard being set, like who's paying off the debt? It's still the individual.
So okay, so just so I can get this correct.
You're saying that you want a fully privatized system.
There's going to be people that like literally in your proposed system, they just are going to resort to that. They're not going to have any other healthcare. In my system, they're going to prepare for that. That's going to be a stage of life that people have to prepare for.
No, but there will be people who won't prepare.
Okay. And do you think that overall that's going to make a huge monumental difference in society? Should we reward stupidity, Teriak?
Yeah, but you never know,
Should
like
we
at
reward
any given
stupidity?
moment, what might happen.
Should
You
we
know what I mean? Like,
reward stupidity, yes or no?
You could find a tumor tomorrow. Life is precious. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. But, like
right,
this
and then
whole
you have
kind of
to
aspect
wait
of
with universal healthcare, you have to wait for
yeah,
months.
no.
Just
Like,
get it
what
fixed.
we were talking, the case I'm making is in terms of like we could like clearly draw like a limiting principle to like life or death scenarios. At least we could both agree with that perspective. We're not so different.
The current system doesn't allow
So-
for that. You'd like to think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
if somebody
but we
comes
can
in
change
with a
the
life or death
system.
scenario that they get the surgery
Because
right away, but that's
it's
not
the-
always the case.
It is the key principle that like we're talking about here. You know what I mean? In terms of like
Why are you trying to get me to agree with you? I don't agree with you.
Yeah, this is a debate. So like the key principle here though is like in terms of like the government's duty, like what the state should do, and in terms of like healthcare and what's the bare minimum a person should expect in the nation, that to me seems as though like that should be governed by a nationalist government. Would you not agree?
Nationalist government. So now you're making more qualifiers.
What you mean qualifiers?
Okay, so now
The
we're having
key
this
principle here is universal healthcare. That is
universal
like
healthcare.
yeah. Like to you to say, well, these people call themselves universal healthcare. Like it's the same way of me saying, well, capitalism. Well, I can point to a bunch of crony capitalists and a bunch of like corrupted capitalism going on here and say, that's why that capitalism's bad. But what I'm just pointing at in terms of like the theory of like, you agree with the principle at least that there should be some sort of like universal standard if someone's in a life or death.
It never works. Provide me with
So we just get rid of the ambulance.
Do this for me. Convince me this way. Show me a society where universal healthcare has been successful and people get care that they need when they need it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm asking you on your key thing of it being fully privatized. Are we just getting rid of? Are we just getting? Yeah, are we just getting rid of the ambulances as well?
Are we getting rid of the ambulances as well?
Yeah.
No, you still have ambulances. They're owned by the hospital. You have to pay the hospital, right, with your insurance afterwards.
Yeah.
Don't you do that currently? I do that.
So why not, like, because now we have insurance and then the hospital, why not just cut out the middleman and just that have insurance companies? They does it.
Sorry, the insurance companies do what now in this hypothetical situation?
Like basically the insurance companies are acting as a middleman between the hospital and yourself.
No, it's the same. It's the same principle. The hospital sends you a bill.
The principle of the state looking after its people.
No, it's the same principle as any kind of privatized healthcare. The hospital sends you the bill afterwards, right? And you can either pay it out of pocket or your insurance can pay it. We're not changing anything about that.
Yeah. So just instead of insurance, use government. And we agree.
No, don't use government. They do it horribly. Like I said, show me one society where they've done it well. Go ahead.
I'm talking about like base level requirements.
You can't do it.
What would be considered universal healthcare?
You can't. You know why? Because it sucks. Universal healthcare sucks. It sucks really bad. It's never worked. It works horribly any place it does happen to occur for any length of time. It's a shitty deal. Nobody wants it.
So like we fully privatize, and you trust that like all these hospitals are going to, like,
money makes the world go round. You know what's funny? When you pay for something, in most cases you get it, and when you pay a lot of money, you get it even better. It seems.
Yeah. So if you have a heart attack, you got to make sure you know your PIN code. Because they're gonna.
Oh come on! They're gonna operate on.
No, it's fully privatized.
Have you ever heard of somebody
we don't want the state to have any universal health care now.
No,
don't expect if you have a heart attack, like you better have the insurance. Better have that insurance memorized.
Come on,
you know
they'll charge it to you after, or they'll charge you out of pocket.
If you're,
I'll let it get to 14 minutes. See if we have a solo judge.
Douche clashes, you just got demolished.
I'm just saying, if you have a heart attack, don't expect anybody to help you.
You know that's not going to happen. You can't win. You're just trying to throw whatever you can. It's like throwing shit at a wall and hoping that it sticks. Nothing's sticking,
you shouldn't
man.
have taken this one, man.
Yeah, the principle is universal health care.
Shout out to douche clashes.
And you want that fully privatized.
He tried.
I'm just saying. You guys are okay with a fully privatized system.
Here's your quick and dirty. United States bankruptcies for medical expenses, 0.19% of bankruptcies, while in Canada it's 0.33. So which one's higher?
No, I'm just kidding. Real quick, I'm putting the poll into the chat. All right, listen, chat. If you don't see the poll, go ahead and hit that refresh, because if you don't vote, you're a furry lover. Just saying, all right? And you eat rainbows.
So Teriak is literally advocating for about 10%.
Hold up. If you want to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Teriak on the poll. And if you want to vote for this woman right here, you're voting for AVG on the poll. Chat, get your votes in right now. I'm starting this timer up. You got 2 minutes.
Teriak is advocating for about 10 times more people going solvent for medical bills.
Yeah, so when you're having a heart attack, you better have that phone number learned.
No one does that. No one fucking does that. Not one hospital.
Not only that, more taxes on the people.
You shouldn't expect, if the duty of the nation is not to look after its people, you know, Mima's getting out of that public home.
Yeah, tell that to 36 hours plus sitting in an ER waiting room while you die, because socialized healthcare, right?
This is what I say. Like, these Canadians are brutal, bro. Like, the whole kind of like, hey, buddy, and like the whole guy thing. They're nasty. He's talking about kicking grandma out of the public home. This is
In the United
A
States,
nation that does not take care of its people is not a nation.
You'll get it.
The reputation is just a
because we
disguise.
care.
You'll
It's
get
because
it.
we care
You
about
just might,
people that
you
we
just might,
don't like to
might
see
not be
them
able to
die.
afford the bill.
It's because we
A
actually
nation
care about people that we don't want
That
to see them
does
die.
not see the way they overthought me. A nation that does not take care of its people will not be a nation.
Why should we take
so
care? Why should we
chilly.
take care of people that don't want to take care of themselves? Should
And
Burger
that pension
King
fund,
get the
y'all
same medical
better
care
make sure
as everyone
you
else?
have your own personal pensions, because the
Pseudo-
nation
pseudo,
shouldn't
it-
take care of its
do.
people.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Pseudo. It's
You
actually
You better have that
worse.
private pension.
No, it's actually worse because
You
pay
better get
more
good at
into a
investing.
system and
Start
then you
reading
get
them
fucked
charts.
anyways.
Oh,
So there you
Lord.
go.
That's what-
You
It's a
actually
dog
fucking
eat dog
worse.
world out there, folks. Unbelievable.
You tried, Terry.
This is gonna be a really boring
took the
stream.
hard
I
position.
can already tell.
Tough position, yeah.
For anybody who
Not
watches
believing
this, we'll
in a
clip it.
nation. That's my fundamental question here. You know.
No, I did a whole discussion on socialized healthcare and the absolute atrocity that it is. So
But was the problem socialized healthcare, or was it universal, or like basic
what's the difference?
like
What's the
healthcare?
difference?
Like,
Same
What's the
thing.
difference?
Same
the
thing.
basic.
My
know what I mean?
sister's a liberal. Her family.
That the nation takes care of, like the whole ambulance service, making sure all areas, no matter where you are in the
Sure.
nation, you have access to an ambulance.
If you
That
said
should
like,
not be
hey,
controlled by the
there should be
state.
there should be a basic line that everyone's accessible to, normal stuff, but then they could
A
have maybe an
universal
opt-in
basic line of
and then
healthcare.
maybe something they could opt in.
See the way I just use different words, and then he starts going, "Yeah, that's actually a great idea, Tarek." It's like, okay, welcome in,
That's
brother.
not
Welcome in,
what I said.
Habibi.
No.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh Jesus!
There it was.
No,
Alhamdulillah.
no.
If you need emergency health care
Listen
and
to
you
that.
walk in with
All
no
right, real
insurance,
quick.
no ID in America, you'll get it. You just got to
Real
get a bill
quick.
for it.
We got 53 votes locked in. Not bad, but there's still some furry lovers out there, clearly. All right? Clearly.
Not me.
But 53 votes locked in, and 60% said the winner of the 1v1 is AVG. Teriak, tell them
Up
where
to
they can
40%,
find
baby.
you and why they got to bring you back once again for another shot at the $600 prize.
Cause him a leprechaun.
Where we find you?
Oh shit! Over the rainbow with me pot of gold, me Lucky Charms, and a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? That those shits are real. They're just like on Earth, they're very fat. You know what I mean? I think call them rhinos.
No, call them rhinos. Always a pleasure having you. And if they bring you back, you're more than welcome. And until then, my friend.
I'm just trying to look for some shit to fucking look at, but
Fatality.
Another soul added to the safe of souls. And that's how it goes on Verbal Combat Friday, baby.
Is that person's name in chat Dark Skid Marks or something?
Dark Side Deaconess.
Oh,
She's a cruisa bitch. Yeah, she's cool.
sorry. Okay.
A cruisa bitch. Okay. Okay. All right. So, let me look at what we got next here because I know we got something else in line already. That topic's wild, though. I don't know about that topic. It's a very, I don't know how they're going to argue it, but we'll see. But
What the theme was? What politics and
Policies.
yes. Yeah, but if you're forcing a topic, you don't have to,
Let the person paid for.
right. Like you don't have to stick to the theme. But yeah, we have someone getting brought up to challenge someone for their spot on the panel. So give me just a moment here.
Time for 1v1.
All right, TV, welcome in. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you
the
are.
wrong
Okay.
buttons.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for bringing me up.
And we also have a forced topic for you. They're putting Paige through the ringer tonight.
Put me to work. It's okay. I'm here to debate.
They like to hear us talk. You know, they say they don't like us. But...
That must be it. That must be it. Politicians should not apply how they feel to any policy.
Should not do. I don't believe in ideal worlds. And sometimes feelings do dictate better outcomes. So I would say I would. Dang. Well, what would you take, TV? What would you take on this?
I know it's a
weird
kind
topic.
of an odd topic.
It's clearly just a dig on women saying how they feel. So
adverse. If you guys don't think you can do this one, we can go up with a different one.
Yeah,
I mean,
vague.
Like, there's that. How do you say you won on this one?
How it's vague. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about? Let me see. Do you got another one that you want to do, Jungle, or you want me to pick one?
Like, I do separation of like church and state. Should we separate church and state?
Like,
I would do that. It's like a modified version of that.
Abraham Lincoln, he kind of.
It's a modified version. I guess you could kind of say that. I get what you're trying to say, how it's like a modified version of that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, kinda. Jungle. Wait. Wait. What? Okay, you guys talk for a second. Give me 1 second here.
Welcome, fellow female debater. I've never ran into you on debate panels before.
What's that?
Do you do debates often?
This is like my second or third verbal combat. Yeah, third verbal combat.
Oh, cool.
So,
any headliner debates or individual debates, or do you just?
I've had some individual debates. My first one, they pit me up against. Avarice.
The prompt I should argue is women should not be allowed in the debate sphere.
Lost to that one.
You generally lean left or right?
I'd say right, because I've been left, but I've changed my mind.
Good girl.
Yeah, so yeah, 37. Had some experiences, not a lot of bad, not a lot of good, some good, some bad. I have a degree in biology, if that makes any difference. That I don't use. My special's herpetology, so I don't know if it helps in any debates.
Do you have kids?
I don't have kids.
Okay.
No.
Your degree was
useful? No, I was convinced by the leftism, and now I'm like old.
I get that. So do you feel like your degree was useful?
It was useful, but I wanted to be an artist. So.
But you know, it's like very difficult to be a successful artist, right?
Oh, sure, of course.
You think we should have art degrees? Do you think art degrees are useful?
Not particularly. I mean, unless you're, if it's arts, like, I say, yeah, they are useful.
Sorry, guys.
It's a specialty.
Okay. Do we have a topic?
Oh my God, get a topic. One? This needs to stop. Listen, you guys have to blame Jungle for this one, all right?
Okay.
This is Jungle's fault, not mine.
Issues.
Shit, that's hilarious. Wrath, we're right about All right. I'll do it just for you though, Rat. Just for you. He said mute them both until the debate starts. Fair enough. Fair enough. So they'll be quiet. Don't worry. I got you, Wrath. All right. He said for me to pick a topic now. Shit. That's hilarious. I love it. I love it. All right. How about this? How about this? Oh, wait a minute. Where was this? Yeah. How about this one? I brought this up not long ago, actually. I want to see where you guys stand on it. You guys are obviously gonna have to unmute yourselves to answer though, so you can unmute yourself for a second here. Free speech ought to include speech that destabilizes society.
Yes.
Yes. Affirmative.
Are you both? Did you both say yes?
Yeah, I both said yeah. I mean, I guess I could argue.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. Wait. I gotta mute you both again. You have to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down instead for the prompts. Hold up. Chat is off. Absolutely savage. All right. Gambling ought to be illegal. Yay or nay? Yay? Thumbs up? Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Look at that. We got an opposite. I like it. All right, you guys can unmute yourselves now. Fighters and chat. This is going to no added time here. Let me make sure. Yeah, no added time yet. Anyways, this is going to 5 minutes to start. If you guys want to add on a minute, it is $10 to add a minute. It is $60 if you want to be the solo judge. And if we don't get a solo judge, it goes to that poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you. Can we do a muted 5 minute? No, we can't mute during debates. Good luck to both of you. Let's get it.
All right, so gambling ought to be legal. Why? Number one, the House is always in favor, i.e., most people do not actually gain valuable sums of money via gambling. It's strictly for just entertainment that bankrupts people. If men and women devoted less time to a useless sport, which cost them and their family money, and took that money and actually devoted it into more valuable things, such as improving life for them and their family, then life would be better. Why do we need gambling? Just to legalize it. You're frozen.
I think she might be having technical difficulties.
Oh
no. AVG wins by default. Yeah, that's okay. She'll come right back. She's had this happen before. Every now and then, it'll cut out on her.
Interesting.
She'll come back. She'll come back. Just legalize it. Time to recognize it. Fuck. King said stun locked. Jungle said this was my plan all along. I hacked the Matrix and end this atrocity. Oh shit. Rage quit. No, she'll be back. There she is. There she is.
All right. Sorry, y'all.
All right. I'm gonna put myself back down. I'll give you guys back to 30 seconds. All right. Just in case you didn't hear something she said. All right, fighters. Good luck to both of you. Let's get it.
Yeah, so gambling ought to be illegal. Why? Number one, the House always wins, meaning that the odds of actually gaining money or maybe even gaining money to benefit your family in certain circumstances is very slim. In terms of whether or not gambling is beneficial for society, it is not. People spend a lot of time gambling. It's highly addictive. It costs a lot of money. Is there any benefit to even having it around other than entertainment? You can get entertainment in many other ways. Why not take the gambling houses and convert them into better things? Let people spend more time with their families. Let people take the money that they would have spent on gambling and invest it into their families.
What are they? They're allowed to spend their money however they want. If they don't like their family, if they don't want it, if they don't want to be a good person, that's their prerogative. Like, you're allowed to spend your money however you want.
So gambling, like I said, is highly addictive. A lot of people actually end up in
are
rehab
drugs.
for gambling.
So is lying. So is sex.
That's a
Lots
false
of things are
correlative.
addictive.
So sex doesn't bankrupt you.
Doesn't mean
sex doesn't bankrupt you. Lying doesn't bankrupt.
But it's totally avoidable too. So if you know it's addictive, you know you have addictive personality, don't do it.
So that's easy enough to say. If that was true, if people could just turn that off TV, then people wouldn't be addicted to crack.
They do. A lot of people just turn it off. They don't even engage. They don't go to Vegas. They can just stop. Like, you can addiction. Like, if you're an addict, are you an addict forever? Is that always true? I don't think so.
Addictive personalities are a lifelong thing. Actually, there's a reason why when people go into Alcoholics Anonymous, they can't drink anymore. They stop drinking.
Well, I mean, the survival of our alcoholism is very low. The survival of gambling, you can survive gambling. You just
can you survive it? Actually, if things get bad enough with your, you just let me know when I can go.
Go ahead.
If things get bad enough with gambling where you're actually bankrupt, you can lose your family. You can get into a state of life that nobody would want. It can cause depression. It can cause you to want to unalive and other horrible things that can only be achieved by the lowest state of life.
People want to unalive themselves for lots of reasons.
So why increase gambling?
It's not just you can have a very good life and still want to unalive yourself. You can have lots of things can go wrong, and your family can become destitute. And also, your family has other members in it that can help take care of themselves. Like,
okay, so just
if you don't want to, if you can't control yourself enough to take care of your family, that's your prerogative. Like, lots of people abandon their families for lots of reasons, and not just gambling.
So we're going to encourage more.
I don't think it should be illegal. You should be able to spend your money however you want. And it's entertaining, and there's skill involved in gambling. There's skill involved in
skills that are beneficial. How?
It's a lot of math. I mean, if you want to,
show me one person that got better at math because of gambling.
Oh, plenty of people.
Like who?
I don't. Why? I mean, when I was learning how to horse bet, I had to learn some math and have to learn how to like calculate how much you get, etc. It's it's money, so it's all.
You like
math.
Gambling?
I think it should be legal. I think gambling. I think playing poker.
Have you ever
fun.
put too much money? Did you ever spend too much money?
No, I don't.
On gambling?
No, because I'm not stupid. Sure. Like, it's not my fault.
You know what else is really common at gambling houses? Alcohol. Do you know what alcohol makes people more likely to do?
Yeah,
make bad decisions.
That should be legal too. I don't think we should illegalize fun. I mean, you should.
I'm not illegalizing fun. I'm getting rid of a useless temptation.
But if you're playing,
people
but it doesn't make it
people to lose.
Some people, if they're really good at a game, that's their life. If you're really good at mahjong, that's your life.
Okay, but most games aren't rigged against you in such a way like gambling is.
How is it rigged against you?
The house deliberately sets up games in a gambling house to
so if you can never win, why do people keep doing it?
Because they'll set it up so you'll win here and there small amounts, and you'll spend more money. Tell me the last time.
Many people stop when they win a small. You can also win a large amount.
Do that?
You can also win a large amount. It has to be that way. It has to be that way, or people wouldn't come to your gambling establishment. Some people like the stakes. The stakes is an adrenaline rush. Some people like.
See, you want to know the best part about this?
Like high stakes gambling, and if you have the means to do it, you earn that money.
Gambling's already illegal.
Spend it however you want.
Great, don't spend
You're
it
trying
on
to
family
say
or productive
it's
things.
illegal how to spend your money.
Spend it on game. Do you know what the actual relation to game probability is in a game like let's say
the probability is part of the game. The probability is part of the game.
So the average odds of winning on craps are 49.3. On American Roulette, it's 47.4. On Baccarat, it's 44.6. And on Video Poker, it's 99.5.
Those are decent odds.
Perfect play. with
Those are
perfect
decent
spraying.
odds. It's you play to win. You're just playing.
That's less than 50-50 odds.
It's why it's called playing.
If I told I told you tomorrow that you got in a car,
seriously, then
just a second. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to engage with this hypothetical. If I told you tomorrow that if you made an investment on something, that there would be a 44% chance that you would win, would you make that investment? That you would get money? Sorry.
Yeah. It's close to 50. It's close to 50.
Okay, so let's up
if I was
the
an
would you put $1 million on it?
It was 44%.
Would you put $1 million on it?
What?
Would you put $1 million on it?
If I had $1 million, yeah.
You put it on. Okay, great. So, and you think that the only reason that a person should be able to do that is because it feels good, right?
I mean, money is just
fun.
energy. Money is just energy. If you cut easy come, easy go. If I can $1 million easily, then yeah, I would totally put $1 million on it.
So if a person can have intercourse with their brother and they want to because it makes them feel good, should they be able to?
Intercourse is not the same as money. Intercourse with your brother has a direct consequence in making genetically inferior children.
But it feels good.
You can always gain more
for that
money.
person if they think it feels good for some weird reason because they're fucked up in the head.
But you can always get more money. I'm like, it's just money, dude. You can always get more money. It's not.
We're promoting
incest.
degeneracy. So you're saying that this is different.
Though.
It's not different. Okay, it's not different. You're saying that we should allow it because thing feels good.
It's not It's not a It's not a commandment. You shouldn't gamble. It's just money.
Okay, do you believe in Christian ethics? You're going to apply Christian ethics to everything?
If the devil wants to, if you want to play with money, like whatever, like
whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have any moral worldview? Like, what's your
sure?
How do you determine what's right or wrong?
I think if gambling becomes a stumbling block for you and you can't, and your life is falling apart because of it, sure. But
do you think
there
that
are plenty of people who can control themselves drinking alcohol. They can control themselves gambling. They can control themselves, on how much they spend. They have their priorities straight. Like, we shouldn't have, like, we don't have to babysit everybody.
Okay, so you think that a person in the growth of gambling addiction can make that decision?
We can't predict everybody who has an addiction. If they have addiction, we don't.
Hey, shut up, women, shut up. Okay.
Get him, Jungle.
Thank you. I'm gonna solo judge this and Speakeasy. I am fatalicizing both of their asses. You both got to go. Thanks for your prattle. Good job, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, ABG. You did good tonight. Appreciate you.
Mommy issues.
So you're gonna solo judge one and fatality the other?
Yeah, because he's scared. He's scared
right,
that
who wins?
we might even
Who's
win.
scared? I'll whoop that ass, and I'm not even a debater.
You're scared that one of us might win.
All right, so who won the 1v1? So the other one will
like,
go
oh no,
first.
they're intelligent. We can't listen to them.
AVG won fucking hands down.
AVG won, but I give her props for that little bullshit she just did for the last 3 rounds of school. I'll give it to you.
Thank you, sir.
Though, you're an undercover feminist.
It's just his sport to.
No, you're right. I have a master's degree in
W's in the chat for the ladies.
We'll start here then. TV, tell everyone in the chat where they can find you and why they should bring you back for another shot at the $600 prize.
I don't have a channel or anything. You can find me hanging out.
Because she needs a better camera. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit.
Literally losing pixels.
Let her do the outro,
you can bring me back because to prove that you're not scared of me. Not scared of women. Like,
let's go. Tell them. Hey, always a pleasure having you. And if they bring you back, you're more than welcome. And until
right,
then,
thank you, Speakeasy.
my friend.
Finish her.
Another soul added to the safe of souls, and that's how it goes. Another soul on Verbal Combat Friday, baby, of souls. And for the fatality, AVG, tell everybody in the chat where we can find you. And for the fatality, AVG, tell everybody in the chat where we can find you and why they gotta bring you
my
back
name is
for
at
another shot.
AVG,
at the
uppercase
$600
AVG, a lowercase
prize.
female debater. I have my own debate show. My name not like this, but I do debates. I also have like little panels and whatnot occasionally, and I also review content. So catch me there. I got my own channel. Yay!
Let's fucking go. Always a pleasure having you. And if they bring you back, you're more than welcome. And until then, my friend.
Oh shit, what's that? Just don't gotta watch it on the YouTube.
Fatality.
Another soul added to the safe of souls. And that's how it goes on Verbal Combat Friday, baby. Before we move on to anything, just want to do little quick reminders here. Chat, here's your moves list. If you weren't here to take a screenshot of it earlier, go ahead and take yourself a screenshot of that. And also, you know, if you're like, oh man, but I want you to just listen. Just keep in mind, everybody has this option. Just before anyone, right? So if you want to get your 1v1 in before one that's lined up, if you do it through PayPal or Cash App, you can bump the line. But other than that, you're gonna have to be in line for the 1v1s, just so everyone knows. All right. Because you know, if you're sitting here like, oh man, I gotta wait to even put a 1v1 in. Well, if you wanna get it ahead of one of the planned 1v1s that Jungle's been laying on us, you have to send it through Cash App or PayPal. That's the only way. And we already have a 1v1, just so everyone knows, okay? And first,
of course we do.
Before we do the 1v1, we must activate something else first.
It's me and Avarice. Fucking watch. It's me and Avarice. That's why I got put up backstage. It's me versus Avarice. How much you want to bet? It's fucking me and Avarice. It's always me and Avarice. Oh, I got moved to the green room. I don't know what just happened there. Let's put that up there. Fuck it. I'll just pull this up until then.
I was too quiet for Speakeasy. A thumbs up was not good enough.
That's too. That's better. You know, that's more average.
Better.
But we got a 1v1 lined up. Wait a minute. Next. Wait, then that means there's 2 revivals. Oh shit! Hold up. I didn't read it fully. That's why I wasn't paying attention. There's another revival here. Hold up. I didn't read it fully. There's another revival.
I don't think so.
Teriak once again.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Back from the grave.
He's like, I'm gonna dump these bitches and bring on the men.
Let's fucking go. And
You're
now,
muted, you fuck.
I don't know about men.
That
but-
fucking woman prattle before and then during it, I was like, oh dear lord. Thank you. Thank you, good sir.
and then we got a 1v1, boys.
Time for 1v1.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be so high tier. He's muted too. You see, he's not even.
Fuck's sake, unbelievable.
This topic is just.
Oh God, what the fuck did Jungle do?
I don't even know where we're gonna go with this. Aliens are avoiding us because one human microwaves steak.
What the fuck? I would just say no.
Anything covers?
You want me to pick?
Up to you, buddy.
And this, I don't want to say aliens are avoiding us because one human microwave steaks.
I know it's a wild topic. Xavier, this just caught my eye.
Though?
I just had to read this because this caught my eye. Why isn't it letting me highlight though? That's so weird. Oh, there we go. Hey y'all, hopefully this is a safe space.
The fuck it is!
Nah, bro. Came to the wrong spot, dog.
You came to the wrong thing. Okay.
The safe
Please
space,
respect.
bruh. Here, I'll show you
mean-
the safe space. I'm working on it, though. Here, hold up. Let me show you all really quick while you're thinking about that. Or if you want to say it, go ahead. But watch this. Let me show you. Where is it?
I mean, which one do you want is the real question, Teriak.
I could do either.
You can do you okay, so you won't think the aliens are avoiding us
Hard to
because
see
one
these
human
little fucking
microwave
squares.
microwave steak.
Oh, yeah, this is the right picture. So,
What? What's that?
sorry. Go ahead. You guys go first, and then I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, okay, then I'll take the negative.
Okay, so you guys are doing this topic?
Yeah.
Wait, is there any other topics available?
I mean, I didn't think you guys would actually do this. I mean, this is what Jungle wants the forced topic to be, but I mean,
you said you could do either or.
I can do either or.
Okay, then
So,
aliens are avoiding us because one human microwave steaks. Let's give him the run for his money.
all right, word. And look, I'll show you what I'm working on. So the other day, yesterday when Rob was debating Casey, Casey said "Koomdum," like kingdom, but "Koomdum," and it just inspired something in me where I was like, I gotta make like a little like art to like go with that. So check this out. This is what I'm working on so far. You guys can be honest with me, okay? So this is what we got so far. All right. So, let me move the banner for you so you guys can see. See, we got the king there in the back. He's sitting on the throne. Wait, why is my shit going all slow? I'm gonna have to probably refresh when I go out of here. But yeah, this is the Koomdum. All right. As you see, half of them we got half on the LGBT side, half on the BLM, and they're very big advocates of sex workers too.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle is the king there, the King Cucky. That's his name. King Cucky with the blue hair in the back in the middle there. And then you got Nassau. Yeah, Nassau, right? Here in the green shirt, shocking his dog.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you got Ryan Shapiro right here with his boxing gloves because he's ready, right? He's gonna box. And then you got the wifeless Zesto here on the right side. It's a work in progress. We're gonna add some more people into the Koomdum. All right, but just hope you don't end up on that list, chat. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Fighters. Let me put your topic up again. This is going to 5 minutes. There's no added time, right? Is there? Oh, no. No added time. This is going to 5 minutes to start. If you guys want to add on a minute, it is $10 to add a minute. It is $60 if you want to be the solo judge. And if we don't get a solo judge, it goes to the chat poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you. Let's get it.
Teriak.
Okay, so
Teriak, what human? Just which one?
It goes by the name of well, I'm gonna blank out his name, but I can tell you his first name begins with the letter J.
J. Okay, what's his name?
Yeah. No, I cannot disclose that information to protect identities, all this kind of stuff.
Okay, I got a next question for you. Do you think that any human would consider a person or thing that would microwave a steak human?
I can neither confirm nor deny such claims.
Okay, so
what I can do, hold
on. If me and you, hold on.
Right?
So if you come to my house, right?
Like just think about.
So you wouldn't see that as a human. So like we're aliens are not trying to avoid us because of a sub-human.
Well, aliens have. Aliens can be interpreted many different ways. Because, for example, non-citizens could be treated called aliens in terms of that. So, like, I genuinely think that, like, if we were to kind of use this situation of someone like microwaving a steak,
I'm gonna get some food
as propaganda.
You guys
I think we could
watch
it.
It's not actually. It's not actually. No, this is the problem here because those people from the outside, that the fact that there's even a steak, right? Whether it's microwaved or not,
it would be.
They want to come and get. They want to come in too, and the people that I don't want. All right. So the aliens I don't want. Yeah, the aliens I don't want would come in, right?
Yeah.
Because just the thought of steak, even microwaved, is appealing to them because that's better than crickets. Right now, the people I want to get, like the people, the people,
microwave
the alien. Hold on,
microwave.
the aliens I want to get, like from let's say northern region aliens, they don't like microwave steak, and that's the ones that we want.
No, you completely misunderstand it. Like, for example, like there's certain meats that like certain populations.
Okay, so do you? Okay, I have a question for you.
You know what I mean?
If I presented
like I said, but we can.
If I presented you with a cockroach, or if I presented you with a cockroach or a microwave steak, which one would you eat?
Because
you only had two choices.
I guess it
a
would
cockroach
be an indication of
or
intelligence.
I'm asking you. Would you eat the cockroach or the microwave steak? Would you eat the cockroach or the microwave steak?
Neither. I just fast.
So you die. So, all that's
left. No, you wouldn't die. Hang on a second. Fasting doesn't mean you die.
Okay,
right?
Okay, but here's the thing.
So again, now I answered your question.
I have a question. No.
Yeah.
All you have left is.
What are you talking about? Sure. Questions. I need answers.
Answer my question.
When you look at, let's say, like it being related to intellect,
rightfully answer my question, and I'll answer yours.
In terms of getting to the point of
rightfully answer my question,
would you say that would be a high intellect move to make?
To microwave your steak again. That's why we don't want those people here.
Yeah, but what if they're residential? What if they're citizens?
Again, even if we have the one person that's doing it, and then you want to promote
but use this propaganda. We're just a bunch of
no. But what you're doing is they won't see that as propaganda. They'll see that the low IQs will see that as a blessing.
A bunch of low IQ.
No. But the low IQs will see that as a blessing and want to come in.
No.
Yes. That's what we're trying to say. That's why we want the high northern IQ aliens.
No.
Yes.
Because they're not going to respect that. You know what I mean? They're going to.
So you want people to respect?
You want respect? So you want respect? We'll make the place better.
So you want people? You want
play the old empathy
You want
card.
people to respect?
Yeah.
Oh, you want people to respect the steak?
No, they're supposed to. The
I
aliens
answered
that
your
you want
question.
are going to say, no, we'll
answer
come
my
in and
question.
we'll actually.
If you had
didn't
a
answer my
cockroach,
question.
no, I did answer. I did. So
No, you didn't, motherfucker. See the way he's smiling? He didn't answer the question. He just
Cockroach or
rickrolled the
steak?
whole audience right there.
I was going to
You know
get some
what I'm
food.
saying?
I just decided I need to
Cockroach or
start
steak?
drinking.
Steak. I'd go for the steak. Yeah.
Thank you. See, so that's better than what some of those aliens have right now, and that would be enticing for them to have a microwave steak. Point proven. You concede that.
Yeah, but you turn them off the steak. If you microwaved it, hang on a second. Your question was steak or cockroach. I said steak. Never said nothing about microwaving the steak.
So
you see, you got to be careful, Avarice.
Okay.
So like,
you're
obviously,
saying,
yeah, with the steak, but once we show,
so you're gonna say, you're gonna take a microwave. Okay,
microwave.
so you're gonna take the
then that
when
would
it's
turn them off.
microwaved, then
They'd be like, how could you do
when it's
such a thing?
microwaved? When it's microwaved, then you're gonna eat the cockroach.
No,
you're gonna still eat the steak.
And then
you
went
still
to
eat the steak,
microwave.
yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? Give me neither.
I'm gonna let it get up to 6
But all
minutes.
you have
if
is
we
the
have a
two.
solo judge.
That's all you got. One or the other.
You clearly have another microwave as well, Tosh, which means you have to have
you're
There's
gonna
a lot of stuff
be.
you're presupposing
No,
here.
you're gonna be in a
Avarice.
box. You're gonna be left in a box,
In
and
a
all you're gonna
box?
get is a microwave
living in a
steak
cardboard
and a
box?
cockroach. Which one are you gonna eat?
Ladies, calm down. Damn, you're worse than women.
What do you mean?
What's wrong with steak? Even a shitty steak is still fucking better than bugs. I don't know why you guys are hating on it.
That's gonna entice them to come over.
I was gonna say, like, we're
microwave it.
Like, throw
The
a bunch of
cockroach
cockroaches.
would probably live. Just saying. You know, because we don't
They'll
know
probably
I'd be like eating
live.
cardboard, bro.
Okay, so you would rather eat a cockroach than a microwave steak?
I'd rather we not microwave steaks.
Like,
That's the
again,
core principle. That's why,
What-
like
what-
I said,
what
like,
about
superior,
poor people?
superior intellect
Real
takes
quick,
one
boys,
look at.
I'm putting the poll into the chat right now. Chat, if you don't see the poll, make sure you hit that refresh so you do see the poll, okay? If you would like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Avarice on the poll. And if you'd like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Teriak on the poll. Chat, get your votes in right now. Starting that timer up. You got 2 minutes.
So even poor people, if
So,
the
one
poor people
sec,
only
Tyler,
have a
shut the fuck
microwave,
up. God
if they
damn
only have
Canadians,
a
bro.
if they only
Jesus
have a
Christ.
microwave and shitty
I
steak,
already got the rope
that's
around my
what you
neck. Let me
want?
get my final thoughts
Yeah,
out, motherfucker. Okay.
exactly.
So when you look at like to attract high IQ people, like to have something like the situation of, you know, someone microwaving a steak, that's not exactly high IQ. So if you want to attract high IQ, you gotta act high IQ. You know what I'm saying?
What if you're poor?
Exactly. Average doesn't have a counter argument, ladies
What do you
and
mean?
gentlemen. I rest
What do you
my
mean?
case.
He's the one talking to you.
Judge, jury,
If you
and
want me,
executioner.
what are you talking about? Because I'm not engaging with your stupid hypothetical. That
Stupid,
somehow you
hypothetical,
think that
sir.
if we put a poster of someone microwaving a steak, that's not going to bring in the wrong type of people that actually want the microwave steak.
Yeah.
Because they
So the
prefer
aliens
that over
we
the
want-
cockroach.
Yeah. the
No, so
aliens
then it's
we
going to
want
bring
aren't
in, so
coming
you
into
can't
the country
propaganda
'cause
getting it.
motherfuckers are
So it's not
microwaving
bringing.
steaks.
It's
Y'all
not
should be ashamed
actually
of
bringing.
yourselves.
It's not actually bringing it's not actually giving the aliens away.
Just
They're
arguing
actually
against
coming
yourself,
in.
baby.
No,
What are you talking about?
You don't want people microwaving steaks.
No,
So you
again,
agree with my point.
they're
Thank you, sir.
going to come
Bug
in.
burgers. Why would you want someone that makes bug burgers?
Yes,
I'll
the
take-
high IQ aliens are not coming into the country
I'd rather
because
burn a
we've got
pile of
motherfuckers microwaving
cockroaches
steaks.
Can
and
we
use
just address
flames
the?
as the fuel to cook a steak?
Can we just address the alien in the room? The alien in the room, not the elephant. Don't you see Are You Crazy's picture? That says everything.
Now, there's no way that all the aliens are being dragged away and staying away because of one steak being microwaved.
You know, that's my point. If you
and
want
what
to attract
man?
high
What's the
IQ
man?
aliens,
And
you
what's
don't
the name
want
of
to
this
project
man?
as though. Yeah,
What's
you
the
don't
name
want to project. You don't want to project as though you're microwaving
What's the name
steaks.
of this
That's
man?
not high IQ.
What if it's me?
What's the name
What
of
if
this man?
What if it's me? Okay, I microwave steaks because I'm fucking poor. In fucking
Can you-
Teriak's world,
That
it's
actually
like,
doesn't help my argument. Can you please stop? Stop.
No,
Exactly.
You
You see what I'm
microwave steak
saying,
doesn't help my
Tyler?
argument. Can you
You
just stop
just bring
right
people
now?
down, man. It's-
A tie on the ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen, which
shit.
means we're into a
Every time.
rematch.
Every time, Teriak.
It's time for a rematch.
Test your might.
gentlemen. Let's get everyone else into the back here.
Toasty.
All right, let me get that timer stopped and restarted. All right, so chat, this right here is a rematch. So rematches have no added time to them. Okay, this one here is going to 6 minutes. Wait, is that what we do for rematches? Is it 6 minutes? Yeah, because the semifinals is 8. Yeah, 6 minutes for the rematch. All right. If you want a solo judge, you still can. Okay. Solo judge is 60, but there's no added minutes for this one. And if we don't get a solo judge, it's going to go to the chat poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you.
But we haven't done the topic yet.
Oh, you don't want to do the same one? Okay, that's fair. Hey,
give me a chance here. Give me a fighting chance.
That's fair. Okay. Hold up. Let me give you a different one here. Let me give you a different one. I'm gonna try and find one here. This is my spice list. Let me see if I can find one that you guys might actually be on the opposite sides of. Where you guys stand on we ought to abolish jury trials.
Yeah, I'm for getting rid of it, but I can stand on either side.
I'll go against.
Against?
Yeah. Average is laughing like he's like, "Oh, are you sure about it?" Oh shit, this guy. All right. Oh wait, I forgot I had to drop some hot bars on you before this started.
Understand this about life. This is life gonna start. This is where life is gonna run. Gonna live in. Gonna find the silver sky. Gonna stay in. Gonna spend the silver sky. Gonna take the nothing stay in. Gonna fit the guy stay in. I run the car stay in. I run the silver center. I run the silver in. Gonna do. This is life is gonna this is life. And this is why it's gonna life is gonna this is work. And I'm gonna make this work.
Bars. Bars. All right, listen. Chat, one more time. Going to 6 minutes. No added time. You can still solo judge for 60, and if we get no solo judge, it goes to the chat poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you. Let's get it.
Look, we can't trust people that don't understand ethics to make decisions on if people should go to prison. This is what we do currently is we just pick random people that use their feelings instead of actual judgment to judge people with no knowledge of actual ethics or American law. We could just let the judge do his job.
So, what Avers doesn't realize is that he's actually on trial right now. Are we not on trial right now, Avers?
No.
Isn't the chat or the solo judge going to decide whether or not who wins and who loses in this dialogue today? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'd like to put forward the case that you remain your right to control the outcome of these jury trials, because
you're not control. Again, we don't control the outcome. Moral. Not everybody can listen. We don't control the outcome. Hold on, we don't control the outcome. Hold on. Wait, stop before you poison the well. Okay, you're just gonna keep talking. Okay, keep going.
I'm not allowed to get. Hey, I gave you time to speak.
Well, I'm just trying to. I'm not letting you poison the well. I'm not gonna let you poison the well here. I'm not going to let you poison the well. So you're saying that I can
poison the well? How am I poisoning the well?
Because right now the way hold on, because the way that you worded it is that I can just go. The way you worded it is I can just walk right into trial and I can go cast a vote on his judgment. Can I do that? Can I just go walk into a courthouse and go cast my vote?
Chat. Is that not what it comes down to?
Can I do that? Can I just walk into a courthouse?
Chat? Or would you like a
Well, hold on. That's what the chat can do. The chat can come in here at any time. This has nothing to do with being a jury. So what we're trying to say is that they have no knowledge of the actual ethics.
Have the final say whether who wins, who loses.
Keep going.
The argument today.
Just keep going because you know that you're fucking wrong.
How am I wrong?
Okay, because what happens is what you're saying is that
he's saying he's wrong. That there's a solo judge going to determine this, and like I said,
no, I'm saying you're wrong. Now you're not going to let me finish. Okay, are you going to let me speak?
Because
you're going to let me speak? Are you going to let me speak?
Free.
Okay, go ahead. Are you going to let me speak? Okay, because what you're doing is you're correlating the chat here with anybody that can come in here and cast a vote, opposed to a specifically carved out jury that's picked out by two lawyers.
And I trust chat, but you don't. That's what you're saying. That's fundamentally what you're trying to say.
They don't correlate.
Is that you don't trust chat.
I'm going to do what Steelborn says. That's a category error.
No,
they don't correlate.
What we're arguing
they
here,
don't
philosophically
correlate.
Speaking.
No, so what we're saying here is when you're judging somebody that breaks the law, you should have somebody that understands the law and understands the ethics behind it.
Yes,
the jury does not.
As a nation, should we not have people who are able to determine that and trust said people based on reason?
In Washington State, what's the law for jaywalking?
Like I said, I'm not familiar with the law. That's why I'm going philosophical.
But you're not familiar with the law.
Let's
but we're going to put you on jury.
I can learn the law, yeah.
I know, I'm getting so fucking stuck. Dude, I just started fucking drinking at this point. Like, I don't even know what to do here anymore.
For throwing a brick through the window?
Does the law determine what is moral?
Can we just appreciate that little shout out that Avarice just did? Like, you know, he actually used it right.
The law doesn't,
for example,
the law doesn't cover morality.
The law
doesn't cover morality.
He actually used it right. That when Avarice or when Teriak was trying to compare, you know, like judging in a court, or you know, a court of law versus you know, judging. I don't remember what the fuck else what his other example was, but it was a total category error to try and compare.
I don't want to go into a legal.
No, I actually defend this. OJ Simpson is innocent. I've actually defended this multiple times.
Yes,
you just walked yourself. You just walked yourself into a fucking haymaker here. OJ Simpson is innocent.
Yeah,
by the court of law.
Yeah,
your jury put him there. Your jury put him there.
Moral is law morality.
So here's the answer: we shouldn't have done that.
Is law morality?
If it was the judge would have just let the thing go. Would have just put that asshole behind bars.
Yes. So you want my system?
So no, I want
you want a jury trial.
The legal
you want
system,
a jury trial, Avarice.
You're
the one that said he's innocent. And because we have jury trials, ladies and gentlemen,
the law already appeals.
A great respect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a category error that he it was like
because
it was kind of a category error.
This is your statement because of
your pick. Your argument, Avarice. I'm still right.
This is
I like both their arguments. They're fucking hilarious. I'm gonna be totally fair. I tuned out for half of it.
And people that don't
I just heard Avarice go, I'm gonna say what Steelborn says. It's a category. I was like, yo, what's up?
Yeah. And you said he's a free man. He should be a free man. He's an
because now
man.
That's the because you did it.
You agree with my system?
No, because you did it.
Yes.
No, it's not because I agree with your system. It's because I'm not going to sit. Again,
hallelujah.
I'm gonna when people are bitching.
Amen.
I'm not sitting here and bitching when the system is done, right? But whenever we're sitting here saying,
also, what's up,
Shep?
Nice to have somebody back in the chat, so I'm not just sitting by myself.
You wanted.
No, what I'm saying is what ought to be done here is we ought to remove the jury and just let the people, the educated system, do its job.
See, the smartest argument that
you would have got
Teriak could make here
an innocent man behind bars.
if he points out the fact that how many liberal judges are there in the United States that are like constantly fucking giving injunctions to the president, constantly letting out criminals who have have multiple, who have like fucking in the tens, in the tens category. I've seen some of them almost like up to 100.
But by reality,
violent felony arrests, and they're just like letting them back out. So it's like that's where I would say no.
We already
Judge,
have
not
a solo judge on this one.
Yeah, I pieced the chat too much though. It was a good move though. Like, let's be real, that was a good move.
He's appealing to woo-woo nonsense.
What is your decision on the solo judge?
What's up, Panelverse?
Well, honestly,
still just waiting to get into this show.
Argumentation is going to catch this win. Avarice put forth one of the greatest arguments in the history of verbal combat just now, but he needs to go play some Rust, so we're gonna keep Terminator around. He's the winner.
My man.
Let's go. He's like, I need to let Avarice go play some Rust. He's out here banging shit out. Let's go, Avarice. It's always a pleasure having you. Tell everybody in the chat where they can find you.
You can find me usually at the end of Normal America with Rob Nord with the Whip songs. And I have a small little short channel I've been told to promote a little bit. So the link can get dropped whenever. All right. Enjoy.
Let's fucking go. Always a pleasure. If they bring you back, you're more than welcome. And until then, my friend.
I think I decided, like, in order to get my in order to start like getting my because I need to start like posting more clips and shit of my debates and stuff. I think what a lot of what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start going through and just like fucking record, like just clipping my Verbal Combat 1v1s and post them on my channel.
Another soul added to the safe.
Gotta get more videos out there.
And that's how it goes.
Always need more content
on Verbal Combat Friday, baby. And before we get into this next 1v1, let's bring up the next two in line there.
Brutality. Get over here! You will never win. This is Verbal Combat!
Original Vintage, welcome to the show.
You see my nipples.
Oh, you're muted. And Chris Lestrange.
Verbal Combat Friday.
Let's fucking go.
What's
Welcome to the show. Let's go. And we got another 1v1. Remember, chat, a lot of these 1v1s are lined up. So if you want to put yourself, because these came through Rumble Rant. So if you want to be able to bump yourself up ahead, but then he can return the favor and bump himself up again. But just saying, if you want to bump yourself up ahead of the lineup here, the Cash App and PayPal 1v1s will be prioritized.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I doubt I'm in one of the upcoming 1v1s. So.
Oh yeah, people definitely
I
love
want to
drama.
say, can I say a couple of things?
That's what I've been trying to work on for the last probably
I doubt
month or two. Has been trying to work on my rhetoric. Cause I have the debates down just fine. I've been trying to get the rhetoric up there though. You get some aggressive rhetoric that people it's really divisive. I think it does good for you.
I'm analyzing this whole thing. Speak had a vision of how this game works. This is a game. It's a really complex game that this guy thinks out.
God, why is this woman prattling?
And he was trying to make it work correctly, in and out, back and forth. You come in, you're out. You're the one. You're making it function, and
Premonition, I've been very disappointed in your debating tonight. I just want to let you know. Let me just let you know that.
I'm a terrible debater. I'm actually good at the things I know. Again, those are mainly the sciences, but
Hey, I
I
appreciate
I
that
was
panel.
angry with the woman that left. Anyway, but back to Jungle is making this game work how it's supposed to, in and out, back and forth. You go to the back, you come back up. The whole thing is working how he envisioned it to work. It's really wonderful watching this thing come together this way.
Well, I appreciate the kind words, but let me just say one quick thing. I'm just a little troll. I'm not anybody. I'm just having a little fun. I'm hoping that it's interesting for the chat. I'm glad that it is. Some people don't like it, but whatever. Fuck them. Speak Easy put together a truly envisioned plan. It's all props to him. I have nothing to do with this. I'm just having a good time.
I know, I understand. He did put it together, but you were the catalyst that made it start going back and forth the way I've been watching. I'm not taking anything away from anybody. You guys are wonderful. But I'm gonna pull out of here, make room for other people, because
gonna pull out.
Oh God!
You never pull out. You have America in the name, God damn it.
I've been living like a nun for 45 years, so I'll ignore that whole statement. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful night. I adore you all. And
Thank
we'll see
you.
Next time up. Yeah, I'll keep watching. But Jungle, yeah, I know.
Always
you're
a
also
pleasure
very
having you.
humble man. So, and Speak, you're incredible. And so is your
Thank you.
beautiful wife.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, so we'll talk to you guys later.
Later. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
All the best.
everybody.
Have a good one, Prem.
You
Does
know
she
what
know
then?
Does she
Why
know
doesn't-
the
before
show
we
has been
start this
around
next
forever? Dude?
1v1,
Has she watched the
whoever's
old
next in
episodes? Like
line,
this show's
Tiny-
been around forever, even before John.
Oh, I'm in the show.
This is verbal combat. Brutality. Get over here.
No, Rex is no longer backstage. I don't know what's going on with him.
This is verbal combat.
How we doing?
Maverick from Top Gun. I mean, Steelborn. Welcome to the show.
hey, I'm not representing Top Gun tonight.
Oh, okay, sorry. He's a Hell's Angels member. Welcome to
What am I, the fucking Hell's Angels water boy?
Welcome in.
People that wear sunglasses on Verbal Combat is gay.
Says the guy wearing colored lipstick and purple skin.
Does it look like I'm wearing lipstick? Does it look like I'm wearing lipstick?
It does look like you're wearing lipstick.
Yeah.
Gave you a papa
Your lips are like dark blue.
All right, we got a 1v1.
Oh wow! Look at that lipstick, hey! Look at that lipstick. I can just turn it off. Ah,
That's really impressive. I'm very like that's an insane shirt. Right
Fuck,
there.
can you believe that?
Make millions off that. Chicks would love that.
Yeah, amazing, dude.
I was expecting them to break out glow sticks.
Chicks would love that if they could just turn their lipstick on and off, huh?
Fuck yeah, dude.
We got a 1v1 though, boys. Let's get it.
Time for 1v1.
We got Chris Lestrange versus Pseudo Master Chef.
You know it's Seahawk. I always come out talking shit.
Let me see. Oh,
Turn my camera off. I can't even fucking see.
oh, this is a crazy topic.
Let's have it.
I've actually, I've been on both sides of this on VK before too. This is a spicy meatball if you get a good one going. U.S. should remove itself from the world stage, aka remove bases outside of U.S.
Ooh.
Oh, the
I'd
missus
say
doesn't
no.
care. I only do them for the. I only wear them for the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm not a big fan of isolationism. I'm not skilled enough to go the opposite.
Okay, I'll switch. I say yes.
All right.
This is not gonna go well for this guy.
Speaky, speak. You're muted, bro. Unmute, dude. You got speak. You got unmute.
Yeah, so you don't know where I'm looking, right? That was my biggest
Sorry,
problem.
I was
was
telling
like
Paige, I got
always
it for you
figuring
there,
out which,
Paige. I
like,
ended
which,
it on
like,
my
because I have
side
2
for you.
cameras going. Right.
All right.
It's
sorry.
hard for me to like.
I'm really
and I like
bad
to
at
look at people's
reading and
faces when I'm
listening at
arguing
the
with them,
same
even if
time.
it's on
Is it,
screen.
Chris
So like
is
I look
on
at the camera and it looks like I'm
negative?
just like looking off into the distance.
I'll say, I say America
Yeah, it stops
should.
people from reading your
and
eyes.
you-
But not only
Sid,
that,
are
it makes
you
me. I
happy
feel like it
with
makes me
that?
look less stupid, and here's why.
Saying no.
Because when I look at the, I'm not looking at the camera to
Yeah,
debate.
you're
I'm
saying
looking at the
that we
person's face on
should
the screen
remove
because I
itself-
can't
we
stare at
should
the camera and
remove
argue with
itself
that.
from the world stage basis.
Yeah, you
outside
can't see me
the,
shivering my timbers.
The U.S.
Yeah, yeah, completely isolationist.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm okay with taking the opposite, whatever you call it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you guys are on the opposite side. All right. And then JS, real quick. JS, no, don't. Yeah, you should stop being worried because Tiny's writing down the order of everyone that popped in. So you're in order. All right. I think you're literally next in line. All right. I think you're literally next in line. But chat, this right here there was no added time here, was there? No. This one here starts at 5 minutes. Okay. If you want it to go longer, chat, it's all up to you. All right. $10 to add a minute. It is 60 if you want a solo judge. And if we don't get a solo judge, it goes to the
I'll have
chat
you know,
poll.
I
The
am
loser
actually
of the
a
poll
threshold
will lose their
deontologist.
soul. Fighters.
I am a moral non-cognitivist or whatever fucking weird shit
I
that atheists
forget.
like to come
So,
up with to try and justify
you
their
go
ethics, and it
first?
never works.
You're taking the affirmative.
Yeah, so I think America should isolate themselves. There's way too many Muslims out there in the world. There's a lot of weird
Shap,
shit
you
going
weren't in the
on
chat last
Europe.
night when
There's
I was
a lot
arguing
of stuff.
with
You guys are
that
isolated.
pro-choicer.
Your continent's very well situated.
I got
You've
him
all
to
your own
admit
resources.
that
If you
it's
just lock
more
that shit up
immoral
tight,
to eat a steak
you don't
bought
really
from the
have to worry
grocery
about
store
all the other
than it is
nonsense
to
going
eat an
on in the
aborted
world. Let
fetus.
everybody take themselves
That was
out,
an actual
then you move
like
in and you
concession I
gain
got
all
from
the
him.
resources. America #1, baby.
Like if you go to my last live stream and you just go to like the last 10 minutes, I think, or go to like 1 hour and like 52 minutes in. And that's where that conversation starts. Yeah, I'm dead serious. I literally got him to be like, you know what? I'll just pull it up.
Better position, as far as working with
Hold on a
others.
sec.
I do because of the way it comports.
More
to say, you want to add any more to it?
That's it. That's all I needed.
Okay.
I had someone that I know someone that's requesting to join from the backstage, but I have a feeling they might be a bit late.
Ghost.
Yeah, you can find me on Week Combat.
All right.
Bite that bullet.
If
Oh,
you
hold on,
want
I
to
gotta
shout
go back a
anything.
little further.
Good reason to do it.
I just want to. Like, I want to go hunting.
Okay, well, I think
Is
that's
hunting
fine.
wrong? Is eating? Wait.
So, the question of whether or not eating meat is immoral is difficult. But what I would say is that, like, I do think that killing an animal with the intention to eat it, if that animal has some type of phenomenal experience, I do think it's wrong. And one that just like buys a burger and eats it.
If somebody just wants to walk over and just like shoot a cow in the face, that's of God's. So that's like at least okay. So I have a question then. I think it's right here. Let's say, like, I was in an accident. Like I was like in an accident at work, right? And my arm got cut off as a result.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want my arm to go to waste. Would it be immoral for me to eat my arm?
No, I don't really see that as immoral, no.
Okay, great. So my follow-up. A 19-week fetus. Yeah, his cutoff was like 20 weeks. Anything like aborted post 20 weeks, that's a person. But in 19 weeks, not a person. This is aborted. Can I eat it?
Yeah, so I think you have to ask yourself, like, in both of these scenarios, what type of person is likely to do both of these things, right? So the type of person that has their arm, right? This is just like clearly an extension of their body. It's just something that...
Look. The type. I don't care about what the type of person who is to do this is the act itself. Is the act itself. inherently bad.
Oh no. It's not inherently.
Nothing wrong with eating, so it's not inherently immoral to eat a fetus.
No, I don't take that to be inherently wrong.
It gets worse.
But, I mean, well, you have to understand my system of right or wrong. I'm a virtue ethicist, so when you say ignore the virtuous person, you're just asking me to throw away my moral system.
Well, if the let's say okay, hold on, I'll engage with your moral system. Hold on.
Asking me, like,
I'll engage with your moral system directly. Hold on. The person is super virtuous in every other cat, like fucking 10 out of 10, always practicing them virtues, man. They're super virtuous, but they want to eat a fetus. Like that's their one guilty pleasure. Like they want to do it once.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Look, I mean, to me, it feels like it's unlikely that someone that engages in this type of activity would be virtuous. But if you're telling me that it's stipulated in the hypothetical that they are, then okay. I mean, sure. I don't really see anything wrong with.
So you got a real stand-up guy. He's never cheated on his taxes, right? Super, like, loves his wife, takes care of his kids, makes sure he mows the old lady's grass across the street.
Well, virtues can be separate from each other, right? Like those might all be virtuous, but that doesn't mean that you can't have any vices, right? This could just be one
this is his vice. This is his vice, though. The one thing that he has is his vice.
If it is a vice, then it's bad. It's not a virtue, so it's bad.
So hold on. When I say vice, I mean like something that most people would be intuitively against.
Yeah.
But he wants to try it. The fetus is already like he's not going out and aborting a fetus to eat it. It's the one that already has been. You know, like the supermarket steak.
Yeah.
Is he doing something wrong there?
So in this scenario, like I would say that, you know, I understand you're just trying to get me to think if I think it's right or wrong, and I mean I would just say that like it does just depend on the character, and because of that, it is entirely possible you could give me a scenario where it's right, or at the very least it's like not a problem, at least from a moral perspective. And if anything, I would actually go even further. I would say that's probably a better thing to do than to eat an animal. That was like once
let's
living.
go ahead and land it there, Ghost, and we'll call it at that.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Bro literally just said it's more immoral to eat a steak than it is to eat an aborted fetus. By the way, chap, my system would also be virtue ethics. It's just what are the virtues is the question.
My point really, you're saying like, well, we should have bases in Canada and in other countries. So why?
No, you take them, make them America. You could just take other countries. That becomes America,
Chris's
right?
fucking webcam is though.
That's a different argument.
I could literally sit there and count his pores. Holy
say
fuck.
Iran. Then we're talking about boots on the ground and for sure.
Yeah, boots on the ground is bad.
What does it even mean to be based on your worldview? I'm not even sure what that means.
But wouldn't boots on the ground mean bases in other countries? That's literally boots on the ground, dude. You're having your military over in other countries. Why do you want that? Just to police shitty countries? Let them sort that out themselves.
No,
why you guys gotta
I
pay
wouldn't
for
need it.
that?
We don't have to have boots
Absolutely
on the
not.
ground and bases actually in Iran to get proper intel.
Look, and nothing else. You might
we're
disagree
getting
with my
it from
system.
other
You'll never be able to
allies.
say that I'm inconsistent or incorrect.
Yeah, so if they have bases there, you guys don't need bases there.
By the way,
right?
that was the thing. I think the point that I got with that guy.
We have bases there.
Everybody else on that panel who wanted to argue with him was super concerned. Like their goal was to try and get him to contradict himself.
From 3,000 miles away.
I didn't. My intention there was not to get him to contradict himself. My intention
what they read in emails,
was I would hope that he'd be
Just
consistent.
look at the
bases give you better
because his consistency
look at the
leads to absurd
disaster,
conclusions.
right? From Hillary Clinton just ignoring what happened in Benghazi. That whole situation was because she just wanted to cut off any relationship with those people.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Basically,
I haven't been listening to
save
most of it.
Barack Obama because she didn't want it to. They didn't want a terrorist attack to be seen as.
No, I'm not
going
sure that's the
down
case, Japan,
under
bro.
his administration.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, but
would you grape a 2-year-old?
What does that have to do with anything? Like, I don't understand how bases give you better intel. If you're anyways getting your intel from foreign countries in the area that know the situation, why would you need bases there? Couldn't you just fly out and go there if you need to go sort things out? Would you just waste the resources managing the rest of the world that you guys have to pay for?
Well, flying out there isn't the same thing as having daily person-to-person contact. It's not the same thing. I'm going to give you an analogy. Let's say you're in a relationship with somebody, with a woman, right?
I asked. It's a hypothetical. I asked if you would do X.
Are you going to get a better idea?
I'm not saying it's perfectly analogous.
What she's all about, whether she's telling you the truth, going by text messages and emails, or are you going to get better information by being there in person and actually looking her square in the face?
Yeah, your wife should be with you. That's why you guys shouldn't have bases over in other countries.
Yeah, I just said is you do this or you die.
So you don't want to have people be away because how is that going to be reliable? You want them in your own country, so you don't want to have to rely over things that have to go over email and all of these kind of things, right? So you don't want to be over there.
We have the resources. We have the resources to do both.
Well, are you communicating in any ways over long distance? Your female or your wife is your base that's over there, right? So just have them be local rather than have them be away from you. The intel collection is going to be the same either or.
I think you're kind of misunderstanding the analogy. Are you going to trust information that comes from people via satellite transmission, email, other kind of?
How does some general being there make the information more reliable? I don't understand how you're coming to that conclusion.
Doesn't have to be
so just random soldiers being there makes it more reliable.
Yeah, they interact.
For my view,
interact
it would
with
be defiling
the people.
of the human body.
They interact with the people. They go door to door. They get better intel.
But why is that your job? Couldn't you guys just outsource that to other countries that are already there?
Isn't that how we found?
I'll let it get to 11 minutes and 30 seconds. See if we have a solo judge.
Yeah.
Isn't that how we found Bin Laden? Isn't that how we found Saddam Hussein? You could
but you guys found him from local people tipping off, right? You got that from local people.
Yeah. You just had assets on the ground. Yeah.
And
So let's say
on the
there were
ground
assets
that got that
locally.
information.
Yes. Yeah, but if they pulled all their forces back and went all over the country, and then they got the intel, oh, he's in this cave over here, they've then got to go from the United States and go over there. They can't act that quickly.
They can. Either or, the signal goes back to America first to confirm. Do you think the base acts independently of America?
Yeah, but what if it's like, okay, he's in this cave, and then 24 hours later he moves because he moves around a lot because he knows he's being hunted.
Yeah, you just track him with satellites, the same we're already doing, dude.
All right, chat. I'm putting the poll into the chat right now. So if you don't see the poll, make sure you hit that refresh so you do. All right. First, if you want to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Chris Lestrange on the poll. And if you want to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Pseudo Master Chef on the poll. Chat, get your votes in right now. I'm starting that timer up. You got 2
Glad to hear it, Rex.
minutes.
Chap's trying to tell me that you could justify eating
I could have taken either
in order to save
position.
your life.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like you can kind of take both, but ultimately it kind of boils down to this, right? Is do you want to manage other countries or not? And that's the question, because the thing is, you have to understand, like, if all the bases and all of that shit, all of those resources that you have in other countries, if you centralize that in your other country, imagine what that's going to do to your own country. And like I said, if you did that, you could set up South America and Canada as just military hubs and like change that whole and make that America.
We're generally talking about small amounts of people, though.
But this is becoming the bigger issue that we're seeing with regards to China, is that they are producing a military, and they're also exerting soft power through control. So they're actually doing it more effective and less obtuse than what the United States is doing. So it's actually
and they don't
more
need
effective.
bases in other countries.
Yeah,
and they don't
using
need bases, so they just pulling all their resources into their own country, and just doing the satellites and everything that's in any way is being used.
Well, I'd argue that's a totally different argument. I think it's more of along the lines with China. What's it? Yuri Bezmenov, is that his name?
Yeah.
The ex-CIA. Yeah, I think China's taking us out more along those lines. How to destroy a nation without firing a single shot through like the use of TikTok, social media, and just
what just happened?
Turning our society into
I don't know.
degens.
That was weird. Just pulled everyone off out of nowhere.
I thought we were debating again.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
I thought we had to go back to Biden.
No, it just.
Chris was ready to start baiting again.
I might.
Biden. Hey, how do you catch fish? You don't bait 'em? You ain't be baiting?
33 votes locked in. Not too bad. Could have did better though, chat. You know, that means there's some furry lovers. But shout out to everyone who did vote on the poll. All right. And 33 votes, 76%. Says the winner of the 1v1 is Chris Lestrange. So pseudo master chef, tell everyone in the chat where we can find you and why they got to bring you back for another shot at the $600 prize.
Bring you back because I can make it entertaining. But can I give a different kind of shout out? My daughter has an album out. I'm asking people to go check it out, listen to it.
A music album, bro?
What's that?
Dude.
A music album?
Yeah, she's a songwriter, singer.
In the back, dog. I'll
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, throw out a link.
You have to
throw
just
link, bro.
I can post the link. I'm not sure if the chat it's on because right now, actually,
How do we find her? Is she like on all music platforms? Or
at
just
midnight tonight, it's going to be on all the platforms. But right now, you can search Vanessa Vanessa Bionda Bionda. The name of the album is Metamorphosis.
Wait, what was the last name? What was that? How do you spell the last one?
B like Bravo, ION like Nancy, D like David, A. The name of the album is Metamorphosis.
Okay.
It was like 8 songs. So like as of this morning, it was on YouTube. It might be on all the other platforms tonight. She plays a lot of instruments. She had her boyfriend do guitar, but she did all the editing, producing, all that good stuff. The vocals and I believe keyboards, piano.
Word.
Check it out.
Congratulations.
All right. That's what's
I'll be hanging out in here watching.
All right. Always a pleasure having you. And if you bring it back, you know you're more than welcome. Until then, my friend.
Your soul is mine.
Another soul added to the safe of souls. And that's how it goes. Verbal Combat Friday, baby. And let me see here.
I just want to say, please keep wasting money protecting the world. We would be fucked if you guys didn't do that. Please keep doing that. We can't look after ourselves.
All right, so we got another 1v1 here. So let's get this one popping.
Time for 1v1.
Dodge and vintage.
Oh, it's me.
Sorry, I was just trashing someone in my kick stream that was giving Chris shit and talking like he's like, oh, you guys can't fucking debate. You're all pussies. I'm like, fucking come on up then. Fuck you. Anyway, I'm here. Nice. How's it all going? How's the weather?
And I've been trying to get on, but like it's mostly been 1v1 because jungle.
Are you talking about the bodies exhibit in
China?
China always wins here, baby. And that that is like that's the whole way it was built to be, right? So that like people can just get these 1v1s in. You guys all got content for your own channels too. It's a win-win over here. But I just have a forced topic that is requested of you. The U.S. should require extensive visas for all countries, including alliances.
If you're talking about the bodies exhibit, the
what do you mean by
like the Museum of
extensive
Corpses?
visas?
I've seen it.
I'm not sure I understand the term.
Well, extensive. Well, I would assume.
Like I
that
know
they're
what a visa is, and there's many
very-
of them. I don't know what
you're,
extensive
like,
ones are.
very particular.
What do you like? Yeah, I was gonna say, Doug. Do you have something you want to go with specifically, or you just want me to like explain what it is normally?
Go with what you would explain.
Yeah, so an extensive visa, it would be something like a multiple year stay, and like it has like
I don't remember if I read. I don't think I read those.
like usually it'll be something too where it has like a broad permission, right? Where it'll be like work, re-entry, family sponsorship.
Yeah, so there's a set of rules. That set of rules, probably a long set of rules. I would agree with that. Then.
In a total different like using that
Right,
term.
or they could mean also.
Like okay.
Oh wait,
I thought it would have meant like more stricter, like very strict.
no, it's saying including alliances. So like it would. Sorry, I'm responding to my wife there in the chat. So it would mean that even the countries that are our alliance must file for a visa before coming.
Yeah, I would agree with that then. Yeah, if you don't like general.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, so you both agree with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wanna do a different topic, Jungle?
What about the gambling one before? Well, where do you stand on gambling, dogs?
I actually think it would be better for society if it didn't exist. So
let's see.
Do you want to argue that gambling should be made illegal?
Hold up, motherfucker. Jungle might have another one.
Yeah, that jungle.
Yeah, we just explained it. They're both on the same side. Like if I just wrote it like this, that like they're both on the same side. All countries should be required to be vetted and approved before just coming for in 90 days without any checks.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that. Still, I agree.
All right, you want me to find a topic for them? Okay, hold up here. 1 second. I have my spice list here.
Dude, I don't care if you don't have a YouTube. Create one. Stop being a keyboard warrior. Not interested.
How about this? Politicians over 70 should be barred from office.
I can take either side of that.
Yeah, I could take it. Yeah.
Pick one.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take note then.
All right. So chat. This here goes to 5 minutes. Oh yeah. I should remind you all. So if you're not in the back in the next 15 minutes, so if you're not one of the people in the back in line or one of the people on stage in the next 15 minutes, you will not be eligible for tonight's prize. Okay. And We do not have an extension. So as of right now, the finals are starting at 12:30 a.m. Eastern. Just so everyone knows, okay? As of right now, we don't have any extensions. All right. So chat, this right here is going to 5 minutes. If you guys want to add on minutes, it is $10 to add a minute. It is $60 if you want a solo judge. And if we don't get a solo judge, it goes to the chat poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you. Let's get it.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come. Go ahead.
I'm gonna lead with I think as a voter I would want somebody that is on their game the best of the game, and I don't think over 70 is necessarily the best you game.
I'm taking the other side of I agree with you. That's my side of the argument. People over 70 should be barred from office. That's what I took. This is about to be the quickest 1v1.
Yeah, I thought I
in
said
VK3.
yes, you should be barred from office. Said yes, I'm pretty sure. Oops. Did I thought I said yes.
I thought you said no. I thought you were taking the ones over 70 should stay.
No. Well, I said.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll flip it on its head. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Politicians over 70.
Wait, yeah,
we can try this again.
Yeah, so he
you.
said,
I thought I
I'm pretty
misheard
sure.
you.
Yeah, if
Did
I'm not
did
mistaken,
I
I'm
miss?
pretty sure
Oh, yeah,
your
Jeff?
dog said yes to the
Oh, okay.
prompt.
All right. Reset. All right. Reset. I can take either side of this. So let's reset. Sorry, I misheard you. Sorry. Let's go. Either side of this. So let's okay. All right. So I'll start off as the affirmative then.
Just to help you guys, I'm feeling.
Yeah, that's a fucking L.
Today, I'm going to give you back your 40 seconds. Go ahead.
40 seconds.
Reset, clean slate.
Reset.
Good luck to both of you. Let's get it.
Okay. Zip. Reset. So over 70 politicians should. I'm taking the yes. They should not be barred from office. Correct. Just so that I'm clear.
Yes, you're on no.
Yeah, they should not be barred from office.
That's what I know. I said
the reason they should not be barred from office is because you want to have people that have had lived experience, that know what's going on, and have seen the history of how their country and society has gone. So if you don't want to leave it to people that are younger, and yes, you could argue that maybe you could have someone that's 68 or 65, but people that hit 70 are generally people that are of good sound mind, health. They've led really good lives. People that live really crap lives don't traditionally live to 70.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Vintage just
really
lost
put your
according
hands
to the
in someone
chat
that's
instantly because he
incapable of
fucking forgot the
actually
prompt. The chat's
hanging around until their early years and make really poor decisions. Do you want someone that makes poor decisions running your country? No, I doubt it. Now, so why would you want to have people that could be over 70 but still cognitively available and capable of leading a country with their lived experience and their expertise?
Wait, so you're taking so I think there is you just naturally as a human, you decline over time. There's a peak and then you decline regardless of your experience. So your cognition, your abilities, your capability does lessen over time.
In general, I agree.
Prime state, maybe if you're just under 70, perfect. Again, multi-generational ideals, got the background, the experience, but you don't have major mental decline after that. And again, we're not talking about absolutes here, but I think it's also due time that we refresh some of the things that have been happening over the last bit of democratic rule.
Okay.
We have many fresh minds that can be fresh ideas and fresh mentality and a fresh old class, but at the same time, you bring it, you renew it, renew.
So quickly then.
Not only did he forget his position on the prompt because he wasn't paying attention, He literally like fucking just instantly steelman the opposition's argument.
Well, that's irrelevant because we're just asking whether or not people over 70 should be barred from elected office, which is the prompt. I'll ask you this question. Do you think Donald Trump's been an effective president? Do you think Donald Trump's been a great president?
Hey, I didn't say absolute. That's what I said. I didn't say an absolute. It does
But the prompt is an absolute. Because it says people over 70 should be barred from office. There's no caveats for the prompt. It's just here's the age, boom, anything over should not hold elected office, which is your stance that you've taken. So I'll ask again. Do you think Donald Trump has been a great president? Are you a supporter of him?
Yeah.
Okay. So but under your theory of people over 70 should not be elected to public office, Donald Trump would not even have been eligible on the ballot to begin with. And therefore, what would have happened if you had a Kamala Harris who was under the age of 70 take presidential office? Because at the time the Republicans might not have
How are we doing, Mr.
had
Resell
a worthy contender. And
yeah, no, Vintage did just make a great comeback here. He's like, hold on, I thought you liked Donald Trump as president. Didn't you like Donald Trump as president? He's over 70.
Like a lot of the empowerment is old as crap as well. You know that, right?
Maybe, but the prompt is so you're trying to add caveats into this. You're trying to add caveats.
We're talking about another change. I'm not talking about current policy. And yes, I disagree with potentially current policy if we want to change. But I don't think necessarily.
No, but we're not talking about current policy. We're talking about whether or not over 70 should be out of office. So under your theory and what you're asserting, Donald Trump should not be in office.
What about older judges?
Then resulted in Kamala Harris being president, and you would I know you would concede and say that if that was to happen, your whole country would be up the arse. So you need to have the ability for people over 70 to be president.
What the fuck is wrong with Australians?
You could have a real dumbass.
Your country would be up
be
the
president,
ass. Like, what?
But equally, you could have someone under 70.
They just
also
removed
be a
the whole
dumbass
word
and being
from
what
president.
happened with
So
Joe
you don't want to be
Biden? How old was
screwed
that
out. You don't want to screw out.
Is it a good dream,
candidates
Mr.
to
Reseller?
save your
Fucking
country.
Like
Sorry?
straight up. How old was Joe Biden? Like how old?
Yeah, but that's
How much
but I'm
time
not.
was he in all the politics? Did it
Yeah,
help
but that's
us
one
at all?
idiot. That's
No.
one idiot, and he got replaced. So
One
you got
idiot.
one 70-year-old that got
But you know
idiot
how
that got
many of
replaced with a
those were on
70-year-old
that
amazing
side?
president,
Like, dude.
which would never have happened under your theory.
You're not listening.
You need you can't just you can't.
We'll let it get to 6 minutes if we have a solo judge.
Be a new law.
Don't you want to make America great again? How are you going to make America great again without Trump?
Fresh.
Just because he's old.
Fresh
Just because he's
blood.
over 70. You would have been like, no, done. No. Now we have a Kamala Harris
Revitalize
administration. Enjoy.
Bring it back. Bring back the energy that really wants to do it.
You
listen,
can have
if
energy in a
America's,
president like Trump did, and he's
Versus the
over
old
70.
stiggers in the
I
Democrat
think you
Party
guys
and
should
the-
let an alcoholic black lady run America. It'll be fantastic content.
We'll see in 2028.
Oh, dear
Give it a couple of years,
I
Chris.
can't
They're
even
just,
listen to that one. I can't.
Fucking
I'm
just watch the world
being
explode,
fed.
dude.
Hey, and
Just
I
watch the
drink
world
and I
blow up.
listen to her. I'm just like, dear Lord. Oh,
yeah.
You don't like the cackle? The fucking witch cackle?
Yeah. All you have to do,
Sounds like my
when you go to
ex-wife.
Alcoholics Anonymous, you just need to like hypnotise people at Alcoholics Anonymous. Like every time you think you want to take a drink, this is what you're gonna have to listen to, and just do like a Kamala Harris shuffle. And I'm like, no, I'll never do it. I'll only drink water for the rest of my life.
So I looked something up for you.
Just
Just
been ineligible, and Kamala Harris should have been like the de facto like leader.
Yeah, in Dog's world, that's what would have happened. They would have been like,
Yeah.
okay, well, who else are we going to put up?
Isn't it wild to
You know,
think
it-
that when they were saying
Well,
like the next
no,
generation was
because-
Kamala Harris?
Well,
you guys-
if it was in law.
did any of you guys even
Dogs
like
is
consider
advocating
looking
for
up?
Kamala Harris to be president.
Well, did any of you
And I
guys even
disavow
consider?
that.
I'm fucking muted.
If the age.
That's
was
why.
different.
Did anybody even here bother to look up like how many presidents have even been over the age of 70 whilst
Yeah, it's
whilst in office?
It's very few.
It's been 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't. But that's to me that's irrelevant. It's not because the prompt is whether or not people over 70 should be automatically excluded. My argument would be is that age shouldn't matter if you're cognitively You know,
Well,
if you
I
have the ability to constantly
also think-
run a country.
Mhm.
I was waiting
With
for you
the-
to do the Joe Biden style, you know, do the Joe Biden argument, and you didn't. I was surprised. But.
Look,
Well,
man,
isn't it
we should
funny?
allow the old people to come in because old people are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you end up creating this. Okay, fine. Like, if you want to allow older people to be president, fine. But then now you start running into, like, look at when Joe Biden was sharp as a tack, and everyone's like, no, he's not. What the fuck are you guys?
Yeah, but
talking
you're
about?
pointing. Yeah,
You
but
talking
you're
about that
pointing to
guy
an
who did
exception to
Roombas
the
on the
rule.
stage?
Exactly.
All right, sorry, my shit was acting up.
Is that
here.
giving the best of my country?
One
when
second,
I have
boys.
an
1
old,
second.
haggard
Hold up.
man
Hold up. Chat, I'm putting the poll in right now. All right. If you don't see the poll, make sure you hit refresh so you do see the poll. All right. If you would like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Vintage on the poll. And if you would like to vote for this man right here, you're voting for Dogs on the poll. Chat, get your votes in right now. I'm starting that timer up. You got 2 minutes.
You see, this is why the Joe Biden argument doesn't work, is because you could say that, yeah, well, we all know that guy was a vegetable and you didn't know, he was like,
What are you talking about? You're sharp as a tack, bro.
Yeah, but you can have someone that gets diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia, and, you know, all those sort of
What do you
things
got
that is
against
under the age of
vegans, dude?
70.
Then I don't
They could
want
be
to-
like
What do you got
50 years
against
old and
vegans,
still
bro?
have all those
want-
ailments.
Well,
They're
hold on a
still
sec.
equally
That
unfit to
person
be
on
president.
top
Well,
of
hold on
their
a sec. Hold on a
game.
sec. Vintage. So here, I'll tell you what. Honestly, if my options were between Biden and Harris, I actually would. If those were my two options, and I was like gun to my head, I have to vote. I would vote Biden. Here's why. At least Biden could give a policy, and all Kamala Harris would say was vote for me because I'm a black woman.
That's my point.
You're lying. It's
Is
just
that
because
you-
she's a woman and he's a man.
Biden
Steve
said the
Ball. You're
same
That's
saying
also a
that.
massive part of it. Look, that part was that was
He was
implicit. Like that was
misogynist, bro.
implied. You
Yeah,
should
but
have
the
just
prompts is about
known
age.
that, Chris.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, but the prompt's about age and whether it's over 70, you know, and you go to the, well, they're
Just
old,
against
they're
my
decrepit,
preference.
they've got Alzheimer's or whatever, you know, but you can have someone under 70 with those exact same ailments and diagnosis and still be equally as unfit for president. So it doesn't hold water. And again, I can use that same argument for why someone over 70 should
But
be
it would be
president.
less likely. It would be less substantially likely.
Yeah, but it's not an absolute.
Oh, you fucking bitch!
Got him.
Look, I know you're not going to get me. Nobody. I don't even have friends. Nobody comes to talk to me.
Kim just sent me a message. I'm on my way home, so I thought that was her banging on the door. You dick.
You ready to rip your skirt off? Hey, baby,
Hold
you're
on.
home.
Let me in. Tyler, you gotta go back. I'll find you the one where he did that with Rob Knorr. Was on the panel. Rob Knorr got up and grabbed his gun and started like patrolling his house.
Really?
I need to see that clip.
Chaos.
Someone
Chaos
send me that
Nova.
clip.
Chaos Nova was the
Dude, you should-
Here's the OG reaction. Chaos Nova,
That
that's the
was
OG react to that.
freaking
That's so good.
No, dude, you
Uh,
should have
we
seen
got-
in the early days.
We got 42 votes locked in, and 67% said the winner of the 1v1 is Vintage. So, Dogs, tell everybody in the
GG,
chat
dog.
where we can find you and why they gotta bring you back for another shot at the $600 prize.
Well, I always like to join and have a blast. So bring me back so we can keep doing it. You know, Prince of Dogs YouTube, like I said, been working on it, figuring it out. Work, life, solo dad. But anyways, always have a good time. Love you, chat. Thank you, Speakeasy, brother. Always a good time.
Always a pleasure having you. And if they bring you back, you know you're more than welcome. And until then, my friend.
Your soul is mine.
Fatality.
Another soul added to the safe of souls. And that's how it goes on Verbal Combat Friday, baby.
He's a skeleton now.
That was actually really impressive, considering the fact that Vintage forgot the prompt like 2 minutes in, or like 20 seconds in of the first argument.
I misheard. I thought I was taking like under.
You fucked up at first, but you brought it back in. You brought it back in.
Did he just say he thought he was the bottom?
Appreciate it.
That's what you guys
That is exactly what he said.
That's exactly what he said. So bring up the next two in line.
Puerto Rico and DC states back to core and up on the border.
Brutality. Get over here!
They don't even hide it.
You will never win. This is Fireball Combat!
JS Urban Adventures, welcome to the show.
What's up? Look at this dapper motherfucker.
This dapper motherfucker.
That's not a real work
Rev
coat.
Russ, welcome to the show.
Hey, God bless everybody.
God bless.
Welcome.
God bless Rev.
Sexy voice.
Oh, Rev.
Dang, Rev, you doing a seance?
No, Rev's doing debate by candlelight like a real man.
Oh, speaking of that, I need to light my candle.
Says. And we have a 1v1 to do here now too. So let's and again I gotta remind you, chat. So it's already 11:30. All right, it's 11:30. We do have we have a few people still in line in the back. I'm gonna give you guys the next, because of how gracious I'm gonna be today. I'm gonna give you guys the next 5 minutes. If you want a shot at the prize tonight, you have to be in the next 5 minutes, or you can still come up. You just won't have a shot at the prize. If you want a shot at the prize, get in the back right now.
Aren't you doing your marathon stream right now?
No.
Yeah, is this like your 56-hour stream or something like that? Easy.
That's not what's going on.
There's a couple of marathon streams coming up. We got a couple chats in for a treat. We've got 2 marathons I know of that are coming.
And we still need 55 for one show extension and 60 for another. So right now, in the next hour, we're going to be starting up the finals, just so everyone knows. All right.
The next hour, we're starting the finals?
I don't know. That shit doesn't start till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
It started at 7:30.
Yeah,
you were taking too long buttoning up your jean shirt.
We start at 7:30
Fucking
now,
shows
and
that
the
you paid
finals start at 12:30 unless it gets extended.
Come on. I literally got out of hospital yesterday and then had a car breakdown. I still got here. You can do it.
Tell him.
No excuses.
No excuses.
JS, I got a question. Why are you wearing the Sydney Sweeney
I
jacket?
had to drive 2 hours home after hospital.
Time for 1v1.
Oh, shit.
Into the file.
Look,
baby.
I haven't gotten put in
Right
1v1.
away.
Like, I'm not gonna complain.
JS was in the back
If that's the
talking
case,
shit.
just
Like,
means I
see,
get
I just
closer."
got up there and I'm going to the back already.
No, I don't like being in the green room because I can't listen through the StreamYard. I have to go to the stream to listen.
Yeah, it's confusing. I don't know why they do that either. It's weird how they did that. It doesn't even make sense, but
Because you can't hear the show from the green room.
the
You
green
can
room is
only hear
just
the show
literally
from
adding more
backstage.
room to who could be in the back. So I don't know.
But
why.
does it keep you in the lineup? But if she's writing it down,
write
then-
down it. Yeah. Tiny's just writing it down as you guys come in.
Okay.
Yeah. The back here doesn't keep you in the lineup either. It all switches all the time. It's fucked.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It pisses me off, actually.
Oh.
They should have made it in a system
For
that,
freedom
like,
and
it
the American
stays
moral
in who
principles.
came in
Hey, I
what
appreciate
order.
that, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know
if
what
it's
the
the
deal is. It's
names
supposed to
or
go
what.
off. I
Well,
don't
it's whenever
fucking hear
you
when
bring
it
people
does.
up and bring people down, it starts shifting around.
Switching them around. Yeah. It's
Like,
weird.
it's supposed to make noise.
And let me see here. Yes, we do.
And it's supposed
have
to like
a
it's supposed to have a
forced
little thing
topic for
pop
this
up
one.
too. I don't know why it's not doing that.
Yeah, women are in the workplace, therefore natural hair should be a requirement.
I don't. Can
What
we
the
not
fuck?
do this? I thought it's politics night. Damn, I just got up here. I want to talk about some politics. And also,
Fair enough.
what is this from?
I think that's like the fucking second
I
joint
don't
Terry
know.
X lit up. Compared to my
Oh,
whales.
I'll say
Yeah,
no, 'cause
apparently.
I got fired from McDonald's for having dreadlocks.
I'll say yes.
Damn.
Do we have to do this one? I don't want to do this one.
Fuck it, make him do it.
No, we could. I mean, if you really don't want to do it, you know.
I mean, I don't even understand what this means. Women are in the workplace, therefore, natural hair. That doesn't even follow. What is?
No, I do appreciate
You know
it,
what?
man.
No, I'll say no.
What the fuck? Why did the chat on the stream disappear?
Wait, what?
If we're gonna do it,
Barbershop
I'll say
debate.
no. I'll stick with no.
So you do want to do this topic now?
I guess, yeah. If he paid for it,
Are you just complaining for the sake of complaining, JS?
Yeah, man.
Kinda-
what we
look,
doing,
see, he's
bro?
one of the
What
women in
kind
the
of women
workforce.
shit
See
is
that
this?
shit?
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. Still, my favorite tip from you, Shapingro, was
yeah,
when
I
you
got a
sent me
good
my dark
argument.
money. I did. That was funny.
got a
I did
good one for
appreciate
it?
my dark money.
Yeah. I have
Let's
one
go,
good
baby.
argument. Let's see how long we
Alright.
can stretch this.
Well, there's no added time as of yet, so you may get lucky. All right. So chat, we're going to
That's
5
true.
minutes to start. If you would like to add a minute, it is $10 to add a minute. It is $60 if you want to be the solo judge. If we don't get a solo judge, it goes to the chat poll, and the loser of the poll will lose their soul. Fighters, good luck to the both of you. Let's get it.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, may I start with the prompt that when you're going to work, it's supposed to be 100% business. I don't want none of this kind of like fancy dress and all this kind of stuff. I just want it legit, straightforward, cool, calm, and collected, as they say.
You want a African American woman with afros and nappy hair walking around your workplace?
Sure. No, it's not your color. What are you talking about?
Natural hair is talking about. I would
Natural
prefer-
color.
The barber can shave
Since
himself.
we're gonna
Put,
have
put the prompt up.
since we're gonna have ethnic
Motherfucker.
we're gonna have ethnic women in the workplace. I'd prefer they have nice straightened, business looking nice hair. I don't want nappy headed hoes running around my job force. I don't want afros bumping into
I'm not
somebody's
sure if that's the
afro.
entailment.
I
No,
don't
it would
want
be the entailment.
nappy
Natural hair. If the hair
dreadlocks
fell out,
because they don't
then
take
yeah.
care of themselves. Natural hair, it's gonna stink. You know
Which
that
one's going to stink? What,
using
like, you still
conditioner and
wash your hair.
shampoo and putting all these chemicals in your hair, that's not natural. I want my women's hair to smell nice. I want it to
What
be
are
silky
you
smooth and smell nice.
talking about?
I don't want
This
nappy
is-
headed hoes. I don't want them.
Natural, yeah, your natural hair means that
Dreadlocks
it's like
and
after you
poofy
wash it and
afros.
all
You know,
this kind
you
of
know
stuff.
what? He's got a good
no
point.
fancy shit.
No fancy shit. So you want a bunch of people looking like cavemen walking around the workplace.
What do you mean,
That's
kid?
what
Like, you could be
natural hair.
well groomed and still have a natural look. What are you talking about?
Well groomed? What, like combing?
Yes,
Shell?
you
What
can
are
go for
combing
a
with?
natural
Combs
look.
aren't natural.
Straightening
grooming,
iron,
yes.
curling iron, shampoo, conditioner, frizz ease, anti-dandruff shampoo. All of that's unnatural. You want stinky, nappy hair in the workplace.
He's got a point.
But
Got
you're
him.
still,
He's done.
Where's
He's done
where's
locked.
the delineation between natural and like that prevents any grooming whatsoever?
Natural hair. When we're talking about natural hair, usually
Like, do you think natural means that you're not even allowed to have showers?
what this is like a black lady will have a
Oh,
fro
we're talking about
or
black
some
ladies,
weird
okay.
frizzy hair, and she'll say,
I want to
and
stay
then
away from
the
TOS.
work
but
will,
l-
the
give me
work
your
will
best
say,
shot here, Jazz.
the work, your job, your boss will say, can you like tidy up your hair a little bit, maybe straighten it, maybe make it look nice? And she says, what, you don't like my natural hair, dude? This is my natural hair. I'm all natural.
Great.
You don't like the black
Great.
essence?
Yeah, great. Yeah, like natural. As in, like, you have showers.
What the
Correct?
fuck's he doing?
That's
That would
not,
still be natural.
that's not natural. No, okay,
Showers are not natural.
showers.
That ain't natural,
Hold
boy.
on. Showers
That-
are natural
don't
'cause
be
they're-
spraying me with a hot hose.
showers are natural, but Suave and Dove and Pantene
Showers
Pro
are
V,
natural?
That's not natural. You ain't finding that
Yeah,
in the
if
wilderness.
I make them with natural products, it's
Maybe from a
natural.
waterfall.
You want stinky, nappy hair.
What are you talking about? Stinky nappy head? Like we're just talking about like soap. Like you can have like natural soap.
That's not natural. What, are they making it with
Natural soap ain't natural, boys.
You don't just find soap in nature. You gotta make it. You gotta render pig fat, and even that
Okay,
soap's
then
gonna stink.
then by your definition,
herbal
people are not
essence.
natural. People are not natural.
You want
because
girl-
technology is part of the human experience.
No,
You're,
you want
you're
your-
experiencing it right now.
You want the
Ergo,
women
humans
with
aren't
the-
natural.
with the herbal
Yes.
essence, with the nice smell, the fragrance, the sheen, the shine, the straightness, or the waviness that they put into their hair, the dyes, the color, not crazy pink and blues, but you know, a lady has a nice. She looks pretty. She looks nice. That's not
What if
natural.
she starts putting LSDs in her hair?
You take the hottest chick in the world.
What are you talking about, bro?
Take the
Like this
hottest
whole like
chick in the
rainbow
world.
colored hair. So she wants the rainbow color her hair.
Take the hottest chick in the world and make her
Are,
take a
are you
shower with
accepting
just
that in your
water for a
office?
month.
Everybody
Her
is like
hair's
men in
gonna be
black look,
next.
straight business. We got high level customers, all this kind of shit. And some bitch got a rainbow in her hair.
That's not natural.
Exactly. So we should
Okay.
make it natural.
Okay, so
Standardized.
that's
Yeah.
fine. You can make certain rules.
Bro, you're
to say,
cooked.
this is too much. You know, you can't have but natural. You want, dude. You take a woman and tell her don't use any shampoo or conditioner for a month. Her hair's gonna be all frizzy. It's gonna be poofed out. It's gonna look crazy. I don't want that. I want nice,
You're still hygienic.
nice
We're
straight
talking
hair.
about natural hair.
I would prefer a weave over some of these ladies' hair. Oh my God. 2 minutes.
What are you talking about?
I don't want stinky natural nasty hair. I want conditioned,
What are you talking about?
shampooed,
Stinky? Why are you talking about? No, hold up. Why are you
curling
talking about
iron,
stinky?
straight iron. She's got some waves in there. That ain't natural. She did that. And she put time and effort
As
into
as
looking
we've gone
pretty for
over,
us.
my friend. Do you want bitches with fucking rainbow colored hairs at the office?
No, there would be an extreme,
Exactly.
there
Then
would
you
be-
agree with me. Alhamdulillah, habibi.
Yeah, there would be an extreme limit that I would limit, but we're not talking about the
There would be an
extreme that
extreme
way.
limit that I would
We're
limit.
talking
This is
about the
poetry right
extreme-
here, boys.
We're talking about extreme towards the natural side. Saying you require natural hair means she can't straighten her hair.
Yeah, you agree with me.
No, I don't.
You agree with me, comrade. You say the words.
Shout
you do
out-
not want a rainbow colored hair girl in office. It is bad luck.
I read a funny comment. No, I don't want the extremely done, crazy, spiky,
Exactly.
mohawks,
We
and
should.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
But I also don't
Yeah.
want. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about requiring.
You're
them
talking about
to have
stinky. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're talking about stinky in the brain or some shit like that, man.
Natural hair should be a requirement. As soon as you're using any herbal essence
Not-
or any
yeah.
fragrance, shampoo, anything that leaves
What-
any sorts of
why-
residues in
wait,
your
wait,
hair,
Wait, if the fragrance is like apple,
frizzies.
why would you not want a fragrance of apple? That's a natural, like that's literally nature.
Are they rubbing
Apples exist in
Are
nature.
they rubbing applesauce in their head? Or are they using
What are you
chemicals?
talking about?
They ain't rubbing
What are you-
applesauce
what are
in
you
their hair to get it to
talking
smell
about,
like
JS?
apple.
What
They're
are
using
you talking
chemicals.
about right now?
That's not natural.
Apples are not natural.
Do you want natural hair? So you want
Like,
armpit?
how are you
want women-
defining natural,
You
bitch?
want armpit hair women. That's
I
natural
didn't
hair.
say cavemen.
You're
What are you
requiring
talking about?
You're requiring women to not shave their armpits and their legs. You want natural hair on women.
When did I say that shit? What? Go ahead.
You
When did
are
I say that
arguing
shit?
that women should be required to have
No,
natural
you're straw
hair.
manning.
That
Yeah.
means you want women in your workplace to have armpit hair, hairy legs, nappy, stinky heads.
What are you talking
the
about?
I was so
fuck is that
confused
guy?
where the fuck you guys were gonna go with this, but
What
damn,
the
fucking
fuck
JS
is this
fucking took
from?
that shit and ran with
I'm
it.
gonna let it get to 8 minutes and 30
ran for the
seconds.
border.
See if we have a solo
Who the-
judge.
Who the fuck picked this prompt?
I have a feeling it was you.
I like what JS did. He got creative with it.
Yeah, I think you got. I got
definitely
creative.
Cool. Yeah.
Great, JS, you were painting with fucking crayons over there. Dude.
C for creativity.
Fucking doing finger paints with the prompt right there, my boy.
But yeah, but like the whole idea of like natural, like everyone kind of like recoils at someone that like they smell like BO, or you know, you get that sweet smell of halitosis. Like, no, there's a certain standard that we have in the business. You have to adhere to it, otherwise
dress codes. Yeah.
But usually when you hear about natural hair in the workplace, it's because people are complaining because they can't have dreadlocks or afros or you know.
Wait, you're saying
this
that
is
I
my
can't have a
natural
10-inch
hair.
mohawk that's fucking spray painted pink in the workplace? That's inappropriate.
well,
I would fire you. I would fire you.
Technically,
100%.
technically you could wear wigs if they were made out of real hair, wouldn't you? You could just wear a wig.
I'm not sure that would be natural.
That wouldn't be natural.
All right, real quick, chat. I put the poll into the chat. If you don't see the poll, make sure you go ahead and hit refresh so you do. Oh shit! What just happened there?
I'm voting for Jay.
If you want to vote,
anybody wants to come on my side.
If you want to vote.